This is the Mist Starfarer, currently the largest playable ship in the game. There are 24 families of ships in Star Citizen currently, and a total of 39 ships across all those families. We're going to be heading to Port Olisar so we can check out every single ship in the game. We may not check out every single family. I mean, we're going to check out every single family, but every single ship in each family, that would be a lot. That would be almost 40 ships. But I like this ship a lot. It reminds me of the Enterprise, especially this big bridge right here. Obviously, there's going to be ships that represent the Enterprise a little more, or to that scale a little more, but this is a pretty good substitute. It's even got a captain's chair, which I am currently inside of. Sulu, engage! Yeah! That is a quantum jump, baby! And that is Port Olisar. Excellent. Good piloting. That's my girlfriend, by the way, in the left seat. Perfect. Don't forget to use auto landing. So, the journey isn't over yet. What we gotta do is well, she has to. I'm the captain. I don't do anything. I'm top brass. I just sit on my ass. She's gotta request permission to land at one of these empty struts. Once she does so, we should be able to dock and then call in another ship. I'm not sure which ship we're gonna look at next. Probably Starfarer Gemini, which is another variant of the Starfarer that we are currently flying right now. Afterwards, we got some alien ships we're gonna be flying, some assault ships, but you know what? We've been streaming for a little while and I don't think I've even welcomed you guys. Welcome, YouTube fam, to this live stream of Star Citizen. And no, this isn't No Man's Sky. You guys are funny. This is Star Citizen, and thanks to it being Star Citizen's birthday, we've got every single ship literally flyable in this game. We're moving up pretty slow. Step on it, driver. She might be in landing mode. Try V or N. There we go. Still, that's a really cinematic angle. I like that. I'm actually gonna get out of the chair. See if I can get a better look on it. Nice. Ah, dang, we crashed a little too low. Wait, yeah, that's better. Yeah, baby. Nice, man. That looks good. That looks really good. Okay. So, well, she's actually going in for docking procedures. I'm gonna exit this part of the ship. I'm gonna go to another part. This right here is part of the multi-crew system in Star Citizen. What the multi-crew system is, basically, if you watch Star Trek when you're growing up, if you watch Star Wars when you're growing up with the Millennium Falcon, with Lambda-class transport shuttles, this is... Actually, I'm gonna divert all power to thrusters. That'll help our pilot out a little bit. And let's go ahead and bring power online. And let's go ahead and increase power levels, power throttle. Okay, I don't know how to increase power throttle, but boy, I'm trying. Damn. But yeah, this is where you can manage all the systems. Missiles, weapons, power, and shielding. You can divert shielding to right, leftmost shields, front shields, rear-facing shields, whatever ships are firing at you from whatever angle, you can real-time protect that using the multi-crew system in Star Citizen. So, some ships, to be used to their full potential, will need 5, 6, 7, 8 people piloting that thing at once. Some people controlling weapons, some people controlling turrets, other people piloting, obviously, and some people in the captain's chair. Alright, I'm gonna take her in. Wait, actually, I think we're going a little faster now. Yeah, we're going a little faster now. We're fine, we're fine. You're doing good. Anyway, I got some more things I want to show you guys before we actually touch down. We had escape pods, because these are real ships. If somebody shoots at the thrusters, you're gonna have a hard time maneuvering. If they shoot at your weapon systems, obviously you can't defend yourself. Sometimes you just need to... Oh my god! What? Oh my god! Well, there goes the ship. Woo! Luckily, I got insurance. Otherwise, I would need a triple bypass coronary right now. That was one expensive ship. I don't know what happened. Can we get a ship autopsy? Stat? Something blew us to hell and back. And I'm not familiar with exactly what it was. I'm assuming that another ship crashed into us, crashed into our broadside or something, but luckily we're still alive. And this crash, the explosion must have gone better than I thought because we didn't wake up in a hospital. We woke up in our space motel. You know what probably happened? We probably floated back to Port Olisar, got a bunch of space flasks. Yeah, there's one right now. Space syringe. Just injects whiskey directly into the bloodstream. It's very efficient. The future is a wonderful place, ladies and gentlemen. You get ramen noodles out of a vending machine. And pips. You can get space soda. It's called pips. Welcome to Port Olisar. This is a garage slash motel slash meeting place for people that can't afford their own hangars. Of course, our organization is going to have hangars. Our organization is Star Citizen. For those of you guys that don't know, it's Matt. Now that's weird, that's new. Looks like we got floating screens now. Very fancy. Oh, there it goes. This game is basically like pre-alpha. So, you're gonna see some pop-ins and issues now and then. Also, this is a very high stress day in terms of server load, so be aware of that. Regardless, let's call in the Gemini. Massive, did you save on your ship insurance by switching to Geico? This guy knows what's up. Alright. Here are all 39 ships. And that's the one that we just crashed. We would need to pay 12.7 thousand AUEC or wait 19 minutes for our insurance to kick in. Obviously, our insurance has to figure out exactly what happened, but I hope that they don't. Oh, those engines look a lot different. I wonder if that's poppin' or if they are just that different. It'd be incredible if they were. Holy crap! Looks like they have different engines. That actually brings up a good point. Or, I guess not a point, more of a feature. All of the ships in Star Citizen are completely customizable, which means if you don't like certain weapons or if you feel like you got a certain job, a job that needs something a little different, maybe more firepower, even if that means a heavier ship, all you have to do is go to your hangar, make sure that you have the proper prerequisite parts, the proper structure for your ship to handle those parts, and you can swap out anything that you want, practically. Shield systems, weapon systems, even the hull of your ship in certain cases. Obviously, every family of ships has a bunch of different variants. This is one of those variants. That is very interesting. It's actually almost entirely different. Wow! That is really cool. Alright, we're going to take a little tour around the Starfarer Gemini. But first, I want to give you guys a little description of what the Gemini is. So the Gemini basically trades cargo capacity and maneuverability in exchange for reinforced armor, increased shielding, more powerful engines, and stronger versions of the 3-manned turrets. It also has an optional missile pod if you want some missiles. Regardless, this is a big ship. This is a multi-crew ship. You're going to have a lot of people in this ship if you want to use it to its full capacity, to its full potential even. This is a ship that you can also use with AI crews, so if you don't have 8 friends that play the game, you can just fill it up with AI members. And they'll do a fair job. Obviously, they're not as inventive as human beings are. Maybe when Skynet takes over the world, they'll be able to do a better job with AI. But right now, we got what we got. And these are the escape pods, as usual. That is the command bridge for the captain, the pilots, and I believe one of the gunners. Also, maintenance personnel. But I'm kind of getting lost in this thing. I'm trying to find my way around the elevators. Just not sure what they are. I think there's an elevator on the outside. This is where you're going to manage the fuel cells. The Gemini is mainly a transportation vehicle for fuel cells, fuel cargo, carbon, different elements, and it's instrumental for mining purposes. If you're going to run a mining company, if that's how you're going to make your money in this game, you're probably going to want a Gemini, or at least a regular Starfarer. Damn, elevator's not working. Oh wait, is it already called down? Ah, it's already called down. Didn't even realize. There we are. Yeah, for those of you guys that aren't understanding the FPS of this game, which honestly right now is pretty fine. I'm streaming at 30 FPS, and I don't believe I've seen it dip below 30 FPS in quite a while. But yeah, the netcode or the FPS is tied to the server, so it is server-based. This game that I'm playing right here, this version of the game is just for testing. Alright, it's for development purposes. They have a few free weekends where anybody can try out the game, but here we are at the engine's core, or reactor core. Damn it, Jim, I'm a pilot, not a space scientist. I actually don't know what this thing's called. There is a technical term for it. I mean, everything has a place, everything has a purpose, but I don't know what the technical term for this thing is. And currently, I am stuck. Let me see if I can get off. I accidentally clipped myself into the core. I'm inside of the engine core. I feel like that's dangerous. I'm gonna die of radiation. Reminds me of that Star Trek movie. There we go. Rolled myself out. Beautiful. Oh, damn, I didn't roll myself out. Let me try one more time. Come on, baby, come on. Come on. Just a little more. You got this. Get up. Use those legs. Walk. Yes! He can walk! Anyway, I'm gonna go to living quarters if I can before I get caught in that reactor again. Looks like this is actually maintenance cargo. Okay, that makes sense. I was wondering what part of the ship I was on. I'm already lost. I don't own the Starfarer, obviously. We're trying out all 24 ships inside of the game, and that's where we are. Excellent. I'm starting to figure it out. I believe that side is living quarters, this side is engine maintenance. This is definitely a ship I would like to own if it actually fit within our organization's purposes, but it doesn't. At least for right now anyway. I don't believe that we're going to be a mining organization. We're probably going to be a pirate organization. Or an exploration organization, and here we are, finally. So this is living quarters, specifically the captain's quarters through this door. This is where I would live, this is where I would make all of our plans, and this is also where the crew members would come to me for, I don't know, guidance, consolation, consultations, just like in Star Trek The Next Generation. They walk through that door and be like, yes, that makes sense, strap the coolant port onto the exhaust port, maybe that'll cool down the exhaust, we'll be able to go faster. And then we die because I'm not an engineer, and that's a really stupid thing to do. Honestly, they just come in here to find me, twiddle my thumbs, playing space games. Damn, I bet it's messy as hell. I also got my own personal laboratory and my dress station. That's where I can put on my blues, my fatigues, or my EVA spacesuit. And this is the cafeteria where the men eat, and this is where the men and women sleep. These are the bunks. Very plain. As you can see, it is different from the original Gemini. I mean, the original Starfarer, but the Gemini is similar because it is still a Starfarer. Male and female bathrooms. Turret control. It's through here. Oh, that's maintenance access. Looks like it actually misread what I said. We're going back in the turrets. So this may be the only variation that I show you guys outside of the 24 families. Because, as you can see, they are somewhat similar to each other, just like when you have different variations of cars. But, as with different variations of cars, those variations are extremely important. Especially if you're actually buying these things with in-game currency. I actually like this paint job better. Because this is a militaristic Starfarer, the paint job obviously reflects its military tone. Olive drab green. Gorgeous. Alright, let's get out of the turret. So you have variants for almost all the ships. You have military variants, you have stealth variants, sometimes exploratory variants that have increased fuel capacity. You do run out of fuel in space. And no, you don't want to run out of fuel in space. It's extremely dangerous to do so. I don't know if you can hear me yet. I'm going to assume that you can hear me. Anyway, that was NVIDIA's fault, that wasn't the game's fault. The newest NVIDIA drivers are kind of unstable, so every now and then you're going to get a crash. But, again, that's nothing to do with the game, that's just to do with NVIDIA. I thought it was the game at first, but then I got the NVIDIA error that I've been getting ever since I installed this latest driver. Anyway, where are we? What is this part of the ship? I recognize nothing. Lift access. Alright, that's to get back up to living quarters. Where does this take me? What is this place? I mean, it looks cool, but I don't know what it is. I think this is gonna bring us back to the main level. It's badass that you can get lost in the ship, though. This is the stuff that I've been wanting since I was a little kid, man. Seriously, I've been thinking... Wait, we got somebody in our ship. Foxtrot 16, welcome! Yo, he's got the Yeezy. I love it. I'm rocking the Yeezy too, of course. It's beautiful. Alright, where are we gonna go? I believe that we're still docked at Port Olisar unless he took us out. Did he take us out? No, he didn't. We're still at Port Olisar. Great. Alright, I'm gonna see if he's actually talking to us in one of the chat channels. Yeah, he is. Cool. Welcome, Fox McCloud. Alright. Let's see where we're going off to. So we're going to accept that invite. Actually, I don't know how to accept that invite. I guess I just type accept. Let me try that. Whoa! What the hell? Someone slammed into our ship, and now our Yeezy body is floating through space. You guys asked for a stealth ship? We're going for a stealth ship. The Hornet Ghost. Now, Hornets, as you guys know, are militaristic ships. They are ships that are geared towards combat wholly and entirely. They're badass, and they can go toe-to-toe with almost anything. Obviously, it's a bit of a rock, paper, scissors in terms of if another ship is better at outmaneuvering them, or if another ship is better at just disabling their systems. There is such a thing as electronic warfare inside of Star Citizen. And there she is. The Hornet F7 CS Ghost. Kinda looks like a blackbird. I'm gonna link this thing. I've actually never flown the Ghost before. I've flown the Hornet. I'm a big fan of the Hornet. But I've never used the stealth variant. Kinda feel like I'm in Space Top Gun right now. Too bad we're not Space Tom Cruise. We're no Maverick. But we'll get there. Damn nice cockpit. Every single cockpit of every single ship is obviously different because they're different ships. But don't think that this is like... How would I put this? Don't think that this is like those racing games where the cockpits are all the same, or you don't even have a cockpit. This is going to be as realistic as possible.
Takeoff complete.
Now, every single variant of every single family of ships, they're going to have different weapons, they're going to have different purposes. Obviously, the purpose of this ship, the purpose of the Hornet Ghost, is a stealth fighter. This is the Blackbird, if you will, of ships. You can put missiles on it. I believe it already has missiles. Obviously, you can swap it out with better missiles, more powerful missiles. Hell, you could even probably dock missiles on it that could be used as bombing, strafing runs. There are going to be bombers, though, kind of like Y-Wings, instead of just helicopter Apaches. But this is more akin to an Apache than it will be a Y-Wing. Right now, we're just looking to leave the armistice zone of Port Olisar. Looks like we're almost out. Let's go to max cruise.
Scanning. Scanning.
Beautiful, we should be good. Actually, we're not out of armistice zone yet. Let's just jump to another system. Or, a different part of the system. ICC Probe 849, that should do us. That never gets old. By the way, the quantum drive is going to be very different from the other drives in the game. This allows us to travel relatively short distances. I mean, if we decided to go to this probe without using a jump, it would have taken a lot longer. Hours, maybe even days.
Welcome to the neighborhood. Second class junior cartographer Tessa Bannister reporting in. I'm the eyes behind all the ICC scan probes in the area. What these little guys see, I see. Which, yes, means I can totally see you. Right now.
You can't see me, I'm on a stealth ship. Anyway, let's check out the weapon systems. So aside from missiles, we got some basic lasers. We don't have any, as far as I can tell, medium-powered lasers, but I haven't really experimented with the Ghost a whole lot. It's a really nice-looking ship. Let's get some beauty shots of this thing before we try another vessel out. This would be a perfect ship for raiding, let's say, a Gemini. If a Gemini was carrying cargo that you wanted, cargo that was valuable to you, you could utilize a ship like this, or even an Avenger Stalker to sneak up on them, hopefully get past their onboard defenses or onboard scanning, or even if they had some mercenary ships that they hired to defend them, you'd be able to bypass even their scanners. what you'd be able to do to bypass the stealth capabilities of a ship like this would be to use a ship whose purpose is long-range scanning, or even close-range intensive scanning. That would be able to detect the heat sigs off a ship like this, even if it is a stealth variant. And that looks amazing. I really like that. Anyway, we're going to go back to Port Olisar because we have another ship to test out. So, I'm taking votes on what you guys want to see. We have a few different ships in terms of we've got alien ships that we could fly. If you want alien ships, let me know in the chat room. Aside from alien ships, we also have large ships like the Gladius, the Redeemer. We've got small ships like the Mustang. We've already tested out the Argo, so that one's out. But we have ships like the Avenger, obviously. I'm kind of leaning toward the Avenger. I think you guys would like seeing that. But I think you guys are going to want to see the alien ships next. Those are kind of rare. They're kind of difficult to actually get a hold of right now. I don't know how difficult they're going to be to get a hold of in-game. Obviously, they're still working out the economics of stuff like that, but every ship in the game you'll be able to buy with in-game currency upon the game's release. Right now, we're mainly just supporting the game by purchasing these ships with real-world currency. I would actually recommend holding off on some of the larger ships. Unless you just want to support the game, hold off on some of the larger ships until you play the game and think about the way that you want to go, the route you want to take. Just because the larger ships look really cool doesn't mean that those are the ships you're going to want. Okay, look at Port Olisar. It's going for a landing. Alien ship. Everybody's saying alien. Some people are saying large ships, so I guess we'll do an alien ship and then one of the larger ships after that.
Scanning.
Alright, let's request permission to land. No landing zone in range, seriously?
Scanning.
It should be in range by now. Alright. Landing pad 1 is open for business.
Landing request approved.
Let's go in for an auto landing.
Engaged.
Nice and easy. There we go. Perfect. I'm actually kind of surprised how well autoland works in this game. Look at that! That is fantastic. Good job, computers. They should add a Jarvis voice. That would be sweet. Or Cortana. Jarvis or Cortana. Never gonna happen. Siri might happen. That would be funny. No, you know what? I don't want Siri. That would make me feel safe.
Selection confirmed. Your ship is currently being delivered to the launch platform.
Alright, this is gonna be pretty badass. So, I haven't really seen many of these alien ships up close. I don't own any of them. I own a few ships, but none of the alien ships, sadly. You know what? I don't know if I want to own an alien ship. I want to be patriotic to my humankind. There are a lot of aliens that are going to be in this game. Hell, there's aliens in the game right now. It's called the Vanduul Swarm. Basically, they're not Star Wars aliens. They're not E.T. aliens. They're dangerous, they're scary, and they're pretty messed up. Our views don't align. You can see beheaded alien heads populating certain shops of maybe veterans working at some of these different establishments that are pretty proud of having their stuffed alien heads on the countertops. Honestly, I can't blame them. I don't appreciate the Vanduul myself.
Launch complete. Landing complete.
I like the voice. That's pretty cool.
Systems on. Landing approved.
Oh, yeah. Now that is badass. I didn't even realize the UI was so cool. I think they may have tweaked it and updated too, because I watched this ship when it first came out. It was very different than this. Holy crap! My gloves look awesome. Look kind of purple actually. Anyway, I'm gonna get a third-person view of this baby. That is actually a really, really far out camera. Let's see if we can spin it around. You know, let's take off. That'll give us a better view of it.
Launch complete.
Every company is going to have different voices for your ships. Different AI subsystems, so to speak. I like the voice of this ship. It's actually really nice. I was almost expecting it to sound like a Wookiee or an alien, but It's very pleasant. Alright. This, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the more interesting ship designs in Star Citizen. Unfortunately, the far out camera is really far out, but this gives us a good view of it. And let's disengage landing systems. Oh, yeah. Now that is really, really cool. Alright, we're actually kind of in the shadow of the planet, so let's change that. There we go, that's a lot better. This is an incredible looking ship. It's got pretty good weapons. Actually, the weapons don't look like they match the ship, so I don't believe these are the original alien weapons. I believe that this ship was retrofitted with regular human weapons. But you can obviously, you know, change the weapons on the ship if you want, because it is modular. You don't have to keep whatever weapons that are currently on a ship at purchase. You can go to a ship weapons shop and change it out, swap it out. Hell, you can just buy a bunch of different weapon systems in terms of missiles or guns, and you can keep them in your hangar. And whatever ships you have that are compatible with those systems, you'll be able to use in your hangar, just swapping them out live. You don't even need to go to a special location to swap out those systems, which is awesome in my opinion. You can be your own Tony Stark, your own manufacturer. Alright, let's switch to landing mode. Very cool. I actually like this thing a lot. I'm kind of jealous I don't have it. So, not every single ship is going to be purchasable in-game. Some ships you're going to have to find. I don't know if this is going to be one of those ships you're going to have to locate and find instead of actually buy. But I like the fact that it's going to make some of the ships kind of rare, you know? It's going to make them difficult to actually acquire. And it's pretty exciting if you just happen to stumble upon it. I would love to just stumble upon a rare ship in the game, but I don't know if I'm going to be that lucky. We are going to be explorers inside of our organization in Star Citizen, so it's possible that we are going to be more likely to find ships than other people, just due to the fact that we are going to be spending a lot of our time exploring the universe. And this isn't going to be No Man's Sky in terms of a universe. This universe is actually going to be populated. If you check out my video on the planetary tech inside of Star Citizen, that's going to give you a good idea of where it currently is and the direction it's going to be headed. They're going to be populated with... Oh, now the camera's fixed. There we go. The planets are actually going to be populated with life forms. They're not going to be devoid of life. They're not going to be empty. They're going to be really cool. And aside from life forms, we're going to have actual buildings, actual artifacts, relics from past civilizations. And I think that's a good thing. Well, it's obviously a good thing, but the only way that they're able to do that is this game isn't infinite in terms of size. It's possibly bigger than most people will ever be able to explore, because it will take a long time. I mean, a long time to explore everything in the game, and it takes money to explore in Star Citizen. So you can't just explore without generating some revenue as a result of exploration. Okay. So that's what it looks like when you're inside of the vehicle. Change it between landing mode and flying mode. But we can't actually land here. We gotta go to another strut. Nothing's opening for landing.
Landing approved.
It's all locked up. Maybe the other strut has something available. You can't just land anywhere. You need permission first. There we go. I think we have something available now. Let's give it a shot.
Approved.
Oh, wait. Oh, God, we're spinning out of control. Oh, crap.
Deck crash close.
I think that this ship can actually fly independently of wherever you're aiming. Okay, bring it in nice and easy. That's a little better.
Landing gear down.
Okay, we actually have an available landing space now. So let's try this a second time. Yeah, for those of you guys comparing it to No Man's Sky, it's not anything like No Man's Sky. Back to what I was saying before I distracted myself. Something that's going to set it apart from No Man's Sky is that it's not infinite. No Man's Sky is technically infinite, but that's not necessarily a good thing. If you have something that's infinite, you're not going to be able to populate every single planet. You're not going to be able to mold every single planet to have... You know, I'm just going to get out of this thing. These ships are free anyway. Okay. Let's bring ourselves a little closer. gonna be good right there. And let's get out. Oh god, I can't stop. So there's some sort of a side thruster system going on here that's still propelling me that I can't seem to disengage. This is my first time flying this ship. Obviously.
Landing complete.
Really?
Launch complete.
I don't believe that the landing was complete.
Alert.
Oh, thank God.
Starboard crash close.
Oh, thank God. Get out! Get out! Woo! I don't know how we pulled that landing off, but somehow we made it out of the ship alive. That thing is amazing, but kind of freakish to fly. I don't trust myself in that. Maybe if I had alien fingers, maybe if I looked like those prawn from District 9, I'd be able to fly a little better. But against my better judgment, I'm going to check out another alien ship. We have a few more ships in terms of alien technology that we haven't flown yet. We have a ton of ships that we haven't flown yet in this stream in terms of human vessels, but we're going to get to those after the alien vessels. I'm not even sure if that vessel that we were just in is completely alien, because it's not Vanduul. I don't believe it's Vanduul. I need to update myself in some of the lore that I missed out on. Anyway, next ship we're going to check out is Vanduul. This is a ship of the Swarm. There it is. Glaive and the Scythe.
Selection confirmed. Your ship is currently being delivered to the launch platform.
So, back to what I was saying about Star Citizen. One of the reasons why it's going to be so different from No Man's Sky is because the biggest complaint with No Man's Sky is the planets are lifeless to a lot of people. There's not much going on them. They are kind of cookie cutter to a lot of people. They look the same, they look similar. Well, the planets in Star Citizen are going to be handcrafted, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Constellation Andromeda. I've actually spent a lot of my streams inside that Constellation Andromeda, so we're probably not going to take a look at that in this live stream because we've already done it a billion times before. Anyway, the planets in Star Citizen are going to be partially handcrafted, partially procedurally generated, so wherever wherever procedural generation fails, they're going to tweak it and change it by hand and create it by hand. And of course, wherever it doesn't fail, they're still going to tweak it and change it by hand, add special things on certain planets that are not going to be on any other planets, special life forms, special dynamic weather effects, kind of like the weather effects you see in Battlefield 1. You actually do have sandstorms, you have rainstorms, you have, I'm hoping, some type of a space storm. I know that's not entirely realistic, but it would be pretty cool. This isn't necessarily a Star Wars game. It tries to be a little more realistic than Star Wars, a little more grounded. It's kind of a cross between Star Wars and Star Trek, in a way. I have no idea how to get in this vessel. This is my first time with this ship. It's got to be some sort of a opening somewhere. Oh. It's out of the jaw. It's pretty cool. That is insane.
Launch complete. Landing complete. Systems on.
I like that. I like that a lot. Do we have a computer system? Not hearing any computer systems online. Damn, this has a lot of weapons. We've got weak laser cannons, 2 of them. We've got Wrath plasma cannon, a ramming blade ramming out of the ships, Scythe missile platforms times 4, Wrath plasma cannon, second one, and another missile platform. This is a warship through and through. Before we take off, just look at this. Just look at it. Look at it. I almost wish that humans had ships like this, but it's good that we don't, because we have a lot of diversity in this game. Looks like a bat. Holy crap. It's like if Batman was in space, but like also apocalyptic. If Batman was in apocalyptic space, this would be his Batwing. Okay, time to take off.
Launch complete.
We do have a voice, and she sounds great. That's a great voice. this is what the ship looks like outside of landing mode, which we just disengaged. Let's take a look at her. Fantastic. Now, all these little thrusters that you're seeing on the top of the ship, all of those actually correspond to our movements in the game. So, if we want to pivot ourselves down, the thrusters on the upward side of the ship fire, and if we want to point ourselves up, the downward thrusters fire. Just like they would in real life. If we had spaceships like this in real life. Obviously, the blades on each arm can be used for ramming. That may not be such a good idea. I don't know how durable they are. This is a second-hand vessel after all, and you can see that the weapons are actually ginormous. Look at that. Look at that barrel. That's nice. I don't even see where the missiles are. Those are the weak plasma casters, or the weak laser cannons that we have on the nose of the ship. Obviously, the powerful plasma cannons are on the sides, and the missiles are also within the wings. They're kind of hard to see, but I believe they are in there. And yeah, that is a Vanduul vessel. Alright, let's get back to Port Olisar because we have some more ships. Unfortunately, obviously, we can't spend a whole lot of time with every single ship because we got like 20 more ships that we haven't even looked at. It may be 19 actually now, but still, that's a lot. Alright, let's open her up. We need to go a little faster here. And you can see that the ship actually moves depending if you're throttling up or throttling down. Nice touch. Actually, technically that's not even a touch. It's just realistic. That's what would happen. Alright, we're back at Port Olisar. Unfortunately, we overshot it. We were going a little too fast. This is a pretty fast vessel. I'm not actually sure about the other Vanduul ship. The last alien ship that we have to check out. I don't believe that I've seen that one in game. Actually, I think I have. I think that's the variant of this where it's got kind of like a half wing rather than a full wing. Oh boy. Every now and then my mouse goes super crazy.
Landing gear down.
I do have crazy sensitivity though. Oh god. Oh god. So this actually isn't me and it's not the game, it's Razer. I've got a program called Razer Synapse that's supposed to manage my sensitivity, and sometimes, when it's performing certain functions in certain games, it makes everything go nuts. Yeah, I can't control this right now. Let me stop the vehicle. Oh god.
Landing gear.
And now it's fine. Now it's normal.
Landing gear.
And it's still normal. We're very lucky. Very lucky. Oh god, now it's not normal again. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be sick. Okay, you know what? Let's just land over the strut. Let's just be on top of the strut. And now let's activate landing mode.
Landing gear down.
Okay.
Landing approved.
That's more like it.
Landing.
We're actually gonna land in third person because it looks awesome, so check it out. Gorgeous. I like this ship a lot more than I thought I would, actually. Initially, I thought I was going to be just a fan of human ships, but that was stupid. I don't know why I thought that. This thing is sweet. Alright, looks like landing is complete. Let's get out. Uh-oh. 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 We got a bit of an issue. Oh, shit. That's my bad. Oh, shit. What I did was I held Alt and F4 at the same time. Oh! Well, I tapped F4. I didn't mean to tap F4. I meant to hit another key. Son of a bitch. They should disable that when you're in a game. I guess most games don't have hotkey combinations, but Arma does. Arma's pretty popular. Not popular enough that Microsoft would take notice. Let's go back to Crusader. We still have more ships. How many ships do we have now? I think like 19 ships to go. I'm not going to count the Andromeda, because we've just spent too many streams on that. I think I'm going to count the... Well, maybe I will count the Andromeda. Yeah, I'll probably just do it anyway. We've seen it a million times before, but I did say every ship. Not every variant, which there are 39, but all of the 24 ships. So far we've shown 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe. Maybe 5, but I believe 4. We have, we've shown a variant of a ship, so that doesn't count. Starfarer, Alien, and Ghost. Yeah. Oh, wait, Argo, so that's 5. We've shown 5 ships. I done goofed. I'm sorry about that, guys. My long-ass fingers slip. That's cozy. Sounds like it's storming out. Oh shit, why is the power off? Wait. Power's not off. My eyes are just shitty. Okay. Well, I guess that's better than the alternative. How long have we been streaming? I don't know how long we've been streaming actually because... Oh wait, an hour 42 minutes. Damn!
Welcome.
This is gonna take a while.
Olisar ship deck. Please press the screen to continue.
And there it is. Scythe.
We advise guests.
Selection confirmed.
C01. This is the one that we haven't checked out yet. This is the final alien ship. We looked at the glaive, which looks like its real world counterpart. I guess that's why it's called the glaive. It's kind of dawned on me. I actually kind of like glaives. I know they're kind of neckbeardy now, but yo, like 10 years ago, those things were actually kind of cool. People are like, oh damn, look at that. You got 2 blades, and it's like a, it's almost like brass knuckles, but with knives on the side. I like it. People's opinions changed on it more recently, though. Not on the ship, though. It's a nice ship. And this is the Scythe, the sister ship to the glaive. It just has one very large wing. I'm assuming you can stab other ships with this big-ass wing, and then you got this. You got this. I don't even know what that is. Let's go inside and find out what that is. Looks like a ginormous sniper cannon. I almost feel like it's eating me. I'm sure it'd be really comfy to use this thing, though. You actually lay down in the cockpit instead of sitting up. I like that. I'm lazy like that. I'm so lazy I want to lay down in my spaceships. I don't even want to sit. Sitting makes my butt sore. Granted, there's plenty of space rest stops where you can stretch your legs, but why not stretch your legs in your ship? Am I right? Landing gear retracted. Let's check out the weapons on this thing. So, we have got 2 weak laser cannons mounted under the chin. We've got a war neutron cannon, Scythe missile platforms, and a Wrath plasma cannon. Of course, we also have a ramming blade as well. But this is the UI. This is the cockpit itself. We got a very open cockpit here. We can actually see everything around us. And that is a Constellation Andromeda. What if it's gonna jump? Nah. Wait, maybe it is gonna jump. I think it's starting to jump now. Nah, it's just the thrusters. Anyway, let's get some beauty shots of this thing before we try another ship. It almost feels criminal spending... Look at that! Oh, I think that's the limited edition AMD Mustang. Nice, man. I don't even know if I can fly that right now, even though all ships are available to us. I don't know if that ship is. This is a badass looking ship. It's a damn shame, it's a crime that we have to spend so little time with each vessel, but that's the only way we're going to be able to get through all of them. I like the exposed look on this. It's not a very even ship, which gives it a very alien aesthetic, and it definitely transforms quite a bit. I like how much these alien ships actually do transform. Alright, time to land it. I like that war neutron cannon. Looks like a gun that Megatron would have. Seriously, look at the size of this cannon. That's ridiculous. Crap, it's really difficult to move around this camera because it's inverted. I'm just gonna swing around this way. There we go, that's a lot better. Yeah, that is a Megatron cannon. This is a Decepticon-looking ship, too. Looks like a Cybertronian vessel. Okay. Let's navigate downwards a little bit. A little too far down. Too far down.
Launch complete.
That's pretty badass, actually. If you're having some difficulties, if you're getting hit, if you're taking damage, your UI actually stutters a little bit. Your HUD glitches in and out. This is a ship that's retrofitted to be used by humans. It's not purposed to be used by humans.
Landing complete.
Took a while, but the computer systems eventually pulled through. So now that... Damn, those easy gloves look nice. Now that we're through testing out the alien ships, we gotta move on to another vessel. We had somebody ask for the Constellation Andromeda. We're gonna go check out the Constellation Andromeda right now. If you're a fan member, if you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, you know that's our main ship. We've been using it a lot. Most Star Citizen live streams of ours have the Andromeda in it, but for the sake of being thorough, we have to show it. I don't even know why I'm talking about it like that, like it's some big chore. The Andromeda is a Constellation-class vessel. It's a fantastic ship that's meant for exploration, for hauling cargo. Hell, it can even hold its own in combat. It's a multi-crew vessel, and it's one of the biggest ships in the game. Next to... Well, Gladiator's pretty big, but it's the biggest ship in the game, I'm going to say, next to the Starfarer.
Please be considerate and avoid obstructing airlocks. Thank you for your
There it is. RSI, Constellation Andromeda.
Selection
If you're wondering what all these different,
Your
like,
ship is currently
combination
being
of
delivered to the launch
acronyms and
pad.
words are, well, RSI is a ship company within the game, just like Aurora. Well, not Aurora. That's RSI as well, I believe. Anvil, for instance. That's one of my favorite brands of ships. Anvil usually makes heavy-duty ships. RSI usually makes, I would say, middle-class ships. Look at this. This is a pretty middle-class ship. It's got a bridge. It's got a little snub fighter in the back that doesn't have its own hyperdrive, so it does need to dock back in the Andromeda for you to actually be able to fly out of a system or even jump. It also has a low gunner. It's got a high gunner, and it's got a bunch of missile platforms on the sides. You can also put a rover inside of this thing. We've got rover gameplay on my channel from the Constellation Aquila, which is the exploration variant of the Andromeda. The Andromeda and the Taurus are more about combat than the Aquila is, and the Phoenix is the luxury version. I don't believe we have the Phoenix playable, sadly. But this is where you put your little tiny rover, your little Mako. Makos also have, well, they're not called Makos, but your rovers also have combat capabilities, and this right here is their little snub fighter. I believe in 3.0, the capability of leaving the Andromeda in this Merlin snub fighter is added, but it's not currently in the game right now. Otherwise, I'd show you guys the snub fighter itself, but we can't do that. Is there enough content in the game to keep you playing? Well, right now the game isn't actually released. This is basically the test part of the game that I'm playing right now. Every once in a while they have free fly weekends, and that's great for people to get a look at the game, but mainly this build is just for testing bugs. It's for testing different elements of the game, whether it be ships, whether it be combat. There's also an FPS module that's coming soon. It's called Star Marine. That's going to allow people to test ground combat as soldiers, but it's not here yet.
Takeoff complete.
Just like Star Citizen isn't released yet. Once it's released, there will be more than enough content for this to be your only game. You not only have dogfighting, damn, that looks nice. You not only have dogfighting, you not only have on-foot soldier combat, FPS combat. That's the Merlin, by the way, under the belly. But you also have ground-based vehicle exploration, ground-based vehicle racing, aerial vehicle racing. You have little space motorcycles, kind of like the one in Oblivion. You have little space golf carts. You have little space rovers. It's really incredible, all the different things that you'll be able to do in Star Citizen, and they're adding it module by module, step by step, slowly but surely.
Scanning.
And every step along the way, the people playing the game have a say in what they want in the game, what they want changed in the game, which is huge and really fantastic.
Collision alert. High. Landing request approved. Takeoff complete. Landing complete. Takeoff complete.
Alright, auto land engage, and... Oh wait, I'm in the wrong mode. There we go. Looks like we're almost good.
Standby. Scanning. Landing request approved. Engaging autopilot.
Beautiful. So the last landing platform that we were on, it thought that we were still there, because we were like technically just above it, so the sensors weren't allowing us to land, but this one is completely clear. So we have clearance to land. You need clearance to land to use autopilot. You can manually land anywhere if you want to.
Landing complete.
But they can come after you. They will send security forces out after you sometimes, in certain instances, if you don't have permission to land. So it's really a good idea just to get permission to land, and your computer system can do that for you in most cases. It used to be that you needed to manually request permission to land, but not anymore. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna leave the Andromeda using the cargo platform. This is the easiest way to get ships into the Andromeda. You can even get tiny little ships like the Merlin, maybe even the Argo. Probably not the Argo though. Looks like I can't actually enter from that. That's kind of weird. Must be a little glitch. Alright, we'll leave through this and then I'll open the main cargo platform. But, yeah, it's not only used for vehicles, it's also used for, oh, damn it, I stepped to the side. Keep in mind that this game is still in development. Like, if you... Picture that if you played, Battlefield 1, years before it was released. Well, Battlefield 1, that doesn't really count. What's a broader game? This is like if you played an MMO, or even something like Fallout 4. If you played Fallout 4 years before it was released, if you're playing what the developers are meant to be playing, that is kind of where Star Citizen is right now. So whenever you see glitches, whenever you see bugs or things like that happening, or little technical difficulties, or things that you have to be a little careful with, that is because we're playing a dev build, basically in layman's terms. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the Constellation Andromeda. Next up, I think we're going to check out the Freelancer, because it's kind of similar to the Andromeda, in the sense that it's an all-arounder. The Andromeda is a humongous all-arounder. The Freelancer is a smaller all-arounder. If you want to use it as a one-man craft, you can, although it's best with 2 people. The Andromeda, obviously, is not a one-man craft. If you want to use the Andromeda to its full extent, you need at least, like, 4 people. You can get by with 3 people, or even 2 people, or just AI, but it's not ideal. Alright, what company makes... There it is, MassiveG Freelancer, of course. I forgot it was MassiveG. The Freelancer perfectly illustrates MassiveG as a company.
Is currently being delivered to the launch platform.
You can view it as the Wild West, the all-American company. The Freelancer is a big old pickup truck. You can use it for hauling cargo. You can use it for taking out mercs. You can use it for, hell, freelance security details if you want to. That's not what I would use it for. I would use a Hornet for freelance security details, but what I'm trying to say is, no matter what you throw at the Freelancer, it's going to come out on top. I think it's technically the most popular ship in the game. A lot of people own this thing, and I don't blame them. Honestly, I want one. I really want one. Currently, there's only one variant of the Freelancer playable in Star Citizen, but more are coming. And we're going to open up all the doors. That's one entrance. Well, the other entrance is. There's one in the back. Obviously, that's where you load up the gear. And there she is. Gorgeous. I like this thing. Now, this is the cargo variant. Obviously, it's got a lot of space for that. But there are other variants that will come. I believe there's going to be like an extreme long distance variant, maybe, that'll have the engine core taking up a little bit of this cargo space. Or maybe even a logistics variant. I'm not too sure. What was that noise? Oh! That's the door that I opened earlier. Let's see if I can show you guys what it looks like. That's one way to get out. You got 4 beds, in case you want to take some friends along, and you've got 4 seats. And this is one of my first times actually flying the Freelancer. We got a Freelancer in front of us as well.
Launch sequence complete. Landing successful.
Yeah,
Launch
netcode
sequence
is definitely the
complete.
biggest issue. If you guys are seeing bugs and glitches, it's usually due to the netcode. Even though this is a dev build, it's usually due to the netcode. Because if I play it offline, which I'm not doing because, you know, it's nice to play multiplayer. Obviously, there's more life in multiplayer.
Landing.
But... Oh crap, I forgot to close. Oh boy. That's okay. We're not flying a long distance anyway. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, good job, Massive! Jesus! See, I was lazy and I thought that the ship would do it for me. Maybe a fancy ship would. Maybe they're going to implement a feature where you can close it from the pilot seat. Maybe that's already a feature. I don't know. But look at the ordnance on this thing. We got 2 major cannons on the side of the Freelancer. We've got ports on top. We've got a rear-facing cannon. And we have no man cannons on the bottom. But we do have some weapon systems. Weapon systems like... ballistics. We got 4 ballistics. I believe those are the side guns. And there's an Avenger stalker below me. That was my first ship. Cute. Autopilot, I'm guessing that's where they manage power distribution between shields, between thrusters. Reliant core! Check that out. You see that? It's kind of hard to make it out, but that is actually kind of a B-wing ship. In the fact that it completely transforms itself in flight. This ship doesn't completely transform itself. It doesn't need to. Switch to landing mode.
Down.
I believe that we're just above a landing. Yes, we are. Looks like we got an approved landing zone. I'm gonna come a little closer. See if we can auto land.
Request to land approved.
Nice.
Caution. Front collision. Landing successful.
Beautiful landing, computer. Thank you. Alright, let's get out of here. I'm assuming from the command chair of some of these bigger ships that you'll be able to command your AI crew members from that. Obviously, you can just command your, friends. If you're playing with friends or if they're strangers, you can just command them using voice chat or text chat. And this is one of the power distribution stations. You can modify power priority. You can modify where the shields are strongest. All that good stuff. Just like the beginning of this live stream when we went over that in the Starfarer. You can do that stuff manually. If you're just in a one-person vessel, you can do it manually yourself. Obviously, it's more effective if you're talking on a mic like, we got bogeys to the left, we need left-facing shields to be at the strongest, please divert power to weapon systems. That way I can take them out, I can blast their bust in oblivion. If you guys are into multiplayer games, this is like the best multiplayer game for spacefaring people. This is the first of its kind. We don't have another space MMO. We have Elite Dangerous, which is more of a dogfighting sim than I would say like a life sim in space. This is more like a life sim in space. If you don't like fighting with ships, you don't have to fight with ships. Fighting with ships is actually pretty difficult. You need some practice. There is going to be a single-player campaign called Squadron 42. Mark Hamill is a big fan of Star Citizen. Like, seriously. He is a huge fan of the game. He didn't have to do it. Obviously, he's not doing it for money. He has plenty of money. He's doing it because he wants to do it, and I think that that's really awesome.
Selection confirmed. Your ship is currently being delivered to the launch platform.
We also have Gary Oldman, who is inside of Squadron 42. Squadron 42 is going to have a hell of a lot of missions, a hell of a lot of voice acting. The graphics are incredible. Mark Hamill's incredible face looks as incredible as it does in real life as it does in the game, and I think that that's great. It's going to be great to have Mark Hamill as your wingman. That is literally what he is going to be in certain missions in Squadron 42. I'm assuming that the campaign is going to be what they want most people to use to get used to the game. I think it's going to be a great way to get used to the game. There's also going to be training, obviously, if you want to skip the campaign and go straight to multiplayer, but I'm not going to be skipping that campaign. I want to see me some Mark Hamill. He's a great voice actor. He's a great actor, and apparently he's also a great mocap actor. Oh, who the hell said that? Yo, somebody said Gary Oldman is beat his C-list. Brendan Fraser, say Brendan. Brendan Fraser is BC list. Gary Oldman is definitely not BC list. Since he's a decorated actor, I would say he's A-list. I mean, he's not a celeb. Okay, he's a decorated actor, he's A-list, but he's not a celeb. You know, he's not Chris Pratt. He's not... Who else is a celeb? I guess Tom Cruise is a celeb, you know. Tom Cruise in it all over the place. Crap, for some reason I can't really think of a lot of celebs. Those are pull-out seats. They fold up for storage. You don't want seats taking place of cargo. That's just not smart. That's not smart business practices. Crap, I can't think of any celebs. Chris Pratt is a great example, though. Fantastic example. Brad Pitt. George Clooney, that's another one. So weird the doors aren't opening. Of course, I've never been in a Cutlass before. This is the quintessential pirate ship. If you are in a Cutlass, beware. No one is going to trust you, and for good reason, they shouldn't. I'm assuming there may be some special lock that I'm not hitting. I'm gonna see if there's another way in this thing. My girlfriend is really into the Cutlass. I don't know much about it myself. I'm more into the Avenger than the Cutlass. For me, they kind of fill the same role. Not really. Technically, they don't really fill the same role. For me, the Hornet kind of fills the Cutlass's role, but that's because I'm a bit of a generalist when it comes to ships. Obviously, if you're a specialist, then they're going to be worlds apart. I think the door might be borked, actually. I didn't see any use icons around the red buttons, though. Yeah, that's weird. Look, I got a use on the chair, but not on the... Wait. No, that's the chair. Damn it. Damn it! Get out of the chair! Get your butt out of that chair, man! Come on! We're supposed to be flying here. Maybe I have to get right up close to the buttons. Let me try that. Oh my god. That's an airport. Oh crap. Alright, so this is a very, very basic ship in terms of design. Damn, that's awesome. I just gotta get, like, right up close to the buttons. Which makes sense, because I guess, like, all these buttons do something different. What is this? Oh, it's a turret! Holy crap! They should really label these things. I thought I just had to point up to get in the turret. You use a little button! Adorable. No, don't initialize combat mode. I don't want to be arrested. They already don't trust me. I'm in a pirate ship, for God's sake. Alright, let's get out. So, that's the turret of the Cutlass. And this is the pilot's chair. Well, I'm assuming that's the pilot's chair. I don't know what this button does. What? Oh, yes! Yes! That's how we get in. There are no frills on this ship. No frills whatsoever. I respect the hell out of that. This is the Nokia of spaceships. To be perfectly honest, this is the Nokia of spaceships. Did you see that?
Launch complete. Landing complete.
What a badass voice. Anyway, our seat actually shifted to the center because our seat was shifted to the left, so we'd have space to actually get in it. Because that's how small this vessel actually is. I mean, it's big on the outside, but it's tiny on the inside, and for good reason. All right, let's have takeoff. Takeoff as a go. Let's disengage landing mode. Excellent. So far, so good. Now let's take a look at this thing. Yeah, that is exactly the paint job you want to get if you don't want people to trust you. I wouldn't trust somebody in this thing. Looks like there's side cannons, but I'm sure those aren't side cannons. Those have got to be thrusters. I mean, this is a big thing to move around, and that is a humongous turret. This is just one variation of the Cutlass. There are many different variations. I believe there's even a stealth variation, and that is our Gatling gun-looking weapon on the bottom of our nose. We've got some missile systems, and we have some lasers, or maybe even plasma. Let's see if it tells us what we got. So we've got, crap, I can't actually zoom in close enough to see that. There's a way to bring up that menu. I'm going to see if I can bring it up real quick. Normally I know my ship's in and out, so I don't need to do any of this stuff, but I don't know this one. Wait. Give me a sec. Oh god. Oh wait, there we go. Okay, we're good. Oh no, don't get out of the ship. Oh no, don't do that, don't do that.
Attention. System is overheating.
System's overheating? How is it overheating? Anyway, that's the Cutlass. This thing is a monster. No, don't take me to the turret. Why are you taking me to the turret? Yeah, this thing is a monster, and I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna go back to the ships that I'm very familiar with, like the Avenger. Actually, I'm not familiar with the Avenger Warlock. That's a brand new variation of the Avenger. I had the Stalker, which is honestly a great variation. I believe that is the police variation because the Avenger Stalker has a bunch of prisoner cells. I don't think you can put cargo in them because they are human-sized. They look like a bunch of space coffins. Actually, you know what they look like? They kind of look like the sunglass case that they shot Spock out of in that one Star Trek movie where Spock died. Spoilers. You released it in the 80s. Damn it. I shouldn't need to put a spoiler tag behind it. Anyway, currently we are EVA in our Yeezy golden flight suit with our space butt. You like that? You like that space butt? I like that suit. You can't even see through the visor. See, that means we can be a good guy or we can be a bad guy, but they can't tell if we're a good guy or a bad guy because they can't see our eyes. That's how you're able to tell. The tell is always the eyes. You can't poker face eyes. Well, Clint Eastwood can poker face eyes, but I can't poker face eyes. We're probably gonna break our legs. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Ah! Artificial gravity is a bitch. But we didn't break anything. We're actually completely fine. We have a med pack on us, so if we did break our legs, we'd be okay. Talk about littering. Poor Cutlass. If we wanted to, we could retrieve it easily just by exiting the artificial gravity, using the thrusters on our EVA suit to thrust back up to the Cutlass. But we gotta move on, because we have like 18 more ships, 17 more ships, I'm gonna say. This is gonna be one hell of a live stream. Luckily, we haven't run into any more glitches. We run into a few glitches at the beginning of the stream and in the middle, but it's been smooth sailing, and I probably just jinxed us, didn't I? Show us the heavy armor! Okay. They don't have heavy armor there. We gotta go to an ordnance shop. Like maybe Dumper's Depot. I think they have some armor here. Maybe they just have guns. Oh crap, are they open? Let's see to open the door. It might be closed. Let me see if we can find another way in. Damn! Looks like that store is actually closed. Let me see if I can find live fire munitions. Live fire munitions, I know for a fact that they have heavy armor and medium armor. But you got two different types of armor sets at the moment. There we go, live fire weapons. See, this is the place I like. I don't think Dumper Depot is actually available right now, but... Oh, damn, they don't have it. That's weird. I thought for sure that they had armor. When I was reading the subreddit, people were suggesting that to get the Yeezy spacesuit, they go to... Oh, you know what? It's Guardian Defense. I got it mixed up. Yeah, here we go. At the moment, we have two sets of armor. We have the Vanguard armor, which is, you know, it's altruistic. If you want to be a nice guy or just a mercenary, this is what you go with. We got heavy, medium, we got light, and then we have outlaw armor, which isn't available here. You gotta go to, the Hex habilitation units, or you gotta go planet side to ArcCorp. But that's my spacesuit, the Yeezy spacesuit. We had a bunch of other spacesuits though, some basic ones and also the fancy ones. I actually like this spacesuit second best. I like the chin on it too. It's pretty badass. My chin's a little more basic. You know, it's all black, can't really see it, but that gold, man, and those boots are killer. It's killing me. I hope that they never, ever, ever take away the flight suit that I've got right now.
Welcome to the Port Olisar ship deck.
Obviously, this isn't the final game, so they can take out or put in whatever they want to. Avenger Warlock!
Selection confirmed. Your ship is currently being delivered to the launch platform.
This ship is the closest you're gonna get to the Milano from Guardians of the Galaxy in Star Citizen. They may make another ship in the future that looks more like the Milano, but this is pretty close. It's a former police vessel. Let me see if I can look up exactly what the Warlock variant is. I think that I know, but I don't want to say without being positive. Alright. Star Citizen Warlock. For some reason I was in the news tab. Come on, Google. No one uses the news tab. Alright, there we are. Yeah, that's actually what I thought it was. I didn't have this variation. This wasn't my Avenger. I have since melted my Avenger and I traded it for another ship. But it looks nice. It's got nice, big, swooping wings. It's a very organic shape. It's not as blocky as the others. It looks more like a fighter jet than a ship. Obviously, space is definitely closer to sailing than it is to flying, but... Let me get a technical readout of the Warlock real quick. Yeah. The Avenger Warlock was built towards a single design philosophy. Stop ships, don't destroy them. Probably the closest to a non-lethal fighter, the Warlock, outfitted with a bearing Rep 8 EMP generator capable of emitting a powerful electromagnetic wave to disable any electronics unfortunate enough to be within its blast radius. This is a cool Avenger. This is actually electronic warfare. I didn't realize that they already had electronic warfare in the game, but it is in the form of the Avenger Warlock. If you want to take out ships non-lethally, this is the way to do it, and this is the thing that does it. It looks really cool. I'm going to leave this open. That way, when we're in third person, we can check it out if you want to. But my favorite part of the Avenger is this front-facing gun. I love this thing. The Avenger used to be I think it was slightly unbalanced. I think it was slightly more powerful than it is now. Obviously, balancing is a work in progress, but it's a damn good fighter. And that gun can tear up ships day and night. This is an older vessel, though. It's not new.
Aegis combat assist activated. Landing request approved.
Sounds badass, though, I gotta say. I mean... It's an old favorite of mine, so I'm a little biased towards the Avenger. I was definitely a big believer in the Avenger. I'm sad that I don't have it anymore, but I'm going to buy it in-game once the game releases, just for old time's sake. It's a decent all-arounder. Go ahead and lift off real quick. It doesn't have as many thrusters as the other ships do, but it doesn't really need all those thrusters. It makes do just fine. It's from another era. Some may say it's a relic. But sometimes you need a relic. Wait! Ha! It's our cutlass. It's still there. Anyway, sometimes you need to go a little old school. Now, there's nothing too fancy about this thing. It doesn't transform. Nothing like that. Let's go ahead and land again. But, it's got nice weapon systems, and it can hold its own in a fight. And honestly, that's all I can ask for in a ship.
Landing gear deployed. Landing request approved. Begin scan. AP activated. Landing complete. Launch complete. AP deactivated.
Touchdown successful. Alright, let's get out. Damn, that looks awesome. I'm not sure which ship we're going to take a look at next. Yeah, it is a cop car. It's a space cop car. And I love it. Yo, that's such a good analogy. You know what this is? This is a Crown Vic. This is a space Crown Vic. Oh, man, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I've been looking for a good term that just encapsulates the heart of the Avenger, and that's the heart of the Avenger. I mean, the Milano is kind of the heart of the Avenger, too. It's not as big as the Milano, and it doesn't look exactly like it, but Crown Vic is exactly what the Avenger is. It's even white and black, just like most Crown Vics. In the future, you're going to be able to paint your ships, not with literal paint. You know, you can't just go to a paint shop and just slather on a bunch of big gloops and globs. But you are going to have skins for your ships. Maybe even skins that you can design custom. I'm assuming that they're going to allow organizations to have a universal skin for their ships, or at least badges and patches on their ships. Alright, let's take a look at the Gladius.
Selection confirmed. Your ship is currently being delivered to the launch platform.
I love how many ships we have on this strut right now. We're going to start needing to leave these ships in midair because eventually we're gonna run out of space. Luckily, this strut is empty. Nobody's on this strut. It's just us. If you look on the Avenger's wings, you can see Faint Ward's police, where they took the decals off. That's a nice touch. I haven't even noticed that touch. Let's take a look at that. Luckily, the Gladius is right next to the Avenger, so we have a perfect opportunity here. Aegis Avenger. Alright. Where would police be? Maybe on the other side. Unless that was a joke, in which case I took it way too literally. I'm not seeing it. Maybe it's here. Let's see, Aegis Dynamics. Might be on the nose. Well, I mean, we've flown some of the ships earlier, but if I flew, like, I fly some of the more special ships, like the alien ships, but if I flew every single ship in this game, it would be really, really long. Like, 7 hours long if I actually took every ship into combat. Unfortunately, that's impossible, because we're going into some of the variants. We have 24 families of ships, and we have 39 total ships, including variants, and that is a lot of ships. Getting inside of each ship, getting out of each ship, loading up each ship, taking a little look at each ship takes around 3 to 4 minutes each now, sometimes more. So if I actually like flew out of Port Olisar, if I went to a combat zone, it would take significantly longer. Which I would totally be okay with, but it just would not be ideal for a video for people just wanting to take a look at all the ships and get some fast facts about them. We got 2 Bulldog repeaters. We got a Scorpion GT215. Aegis double platform, single platform, dual of each.
Begin scan.
This is a fast ship. It's a popular ship for good reason. I don't own it myself, but I use it now and then when it's in free fly. I think that it's actually a loaner ship for the Caterpillar. Damn, that looks nice. Most people agree that this is one of the best looking ships in the game, and I don't disagree with that at all. Let's retract landing gear.
Landing gear.
Good stuff. And let's take a look at these thrusters. I love all the little things that move around on these different vessels. So this is kind of like the Avenger, where you can see it's basic, but it's effective. This is obviously a combat ship, and that back there is the Gladius. It's ginormous. It's also Aegis. Aegis, they make the ships you want. But yeah, if you want to go for combat ships, you go Aegis. You gotta go for the Avenger, you go for the Gladius, or oh, look at that. Look, it's our gun. There are so many different guns in this game. There are so many different ships in this game. It's honestly a little difficult to keep track now and then. And they're also changing them constantly. They're constantly evolving, I should say.
Retracted.
That's more
Landing
accurate than
gear
them
deployed.
constantly
Landing
changing them.
request approved.
Hopefully they get on evolving that Caterpillar. In my opinion, the Caterpillar is one of the more interesting ships in the game. It's a bit of a pirate vessel. It's a mercantile pirate vessel is how I would describe it. It's the only ship that I know of that can ram into another ship, stick in the side of that ship's hull,
Landing
and then
request
use it as
approved.
a boarding plank. Almost as if a pirate ship was in space. There's a lot of ships in Halo that can ram into other ships and then use the part of the ship that ran into the other ship as a boarding pass.
Landing complete.
And it's cool to have that kind of diversity in Star Citizen. Gladius's top speed is about 850 meters per second. Thank you, Mr. Revok 1. And we are back. Sorry about that. That was NVIDIA's drivers again. I gotta roll back to the previous drivers. But I didn't realize that my NVIDIA drivers are causing this many issues because I updated like yesterday, I think. So I didn't have those streams. Well, I didn't have the issues during yesterday's streams, but Obviously today we're having the issues because I upgraded my driver. And I didn't realize until minutes before we were about to start that these drivers were actually causing as many issues as they were, because it took around 10 minutes of my in-game tests before I started the stream, before the driver issue actually showed up. So that's unfortunate, but it's not something I can really prevent, sadly. I'll be able to prevent it for the next stream, but it would take a little time for me to actually roll back the patch that I installed. Anyway, yeah, thank you to Revok for letting us know the top speed of that ship. It is about 850, and the Origin, I would have to say, are the fastest ships in the game. In fact, let's take a look at the Origin now. We're going to look at his special Origin. Let's see, Jump Works, 350R, 300I, 315P, 325A, and the Interceptor. Origin Jump Works M50.
Selection confirmed.
Now this thing
Your ship
is a work of art.
delivered to the launch
This
pad.
is really something special right here. The Origin ships are some of the fastest, most agile ships in the game, and they're also used as racing ships every now and then. You can also race in the game, currently, like at this very moment. Racing is available for you to use. I'm not sure you can use just any ship. You may be able to use a Mustang, but I'm pretty sure you can only use Origin ships. I don't remember if they've added any other ships, but anyway, this is the M50 Interceptor, and it's gorgeous. I like this paint job. This is an example of the various paint jobs that you'll be able to get once the game is released, or maybe even at patch 3.0 onward. Most of the Origin ships are solid color ships due to their materials. They're either black, maybe a dusty red, a dusty yellow, or maybe even a blue, but this thing right here is actually fully tricked out. It's got the M50 branding on it, it's got the Origin branding on it, and it looks like a racing ship. Obviously, Origin ships are often purposed as racing ships, but you can still use them as whatever you want to.
Alert. Systems overheating. Launch complete. Landing complete.
That's so Origin. As soon as we get on our
Launch
ship,
complete.
systems are already overheating. Alright, let's check this thing out before we actually take it for a little spin, because this is a fast ship. We're not going to look at every single ship in flight, but this is one of the ships that we are going to be looking at in flight. It's worth it. Look at this thing.
Landing gear raised.
Nice. Nice. It doesn't get more aerodynamic than this. Well, it doesn't get much more aerodynamic than this. I mean, it can get more aerodynamic than this, but this is kind of the pinnacle. Look at how maneuverable this is. This is obviously very different from the Starfarer. Actually, let me really open this thing up. Drivers again. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about it unless I like stop the stream for 15 minutes to fix it, which I don't think you guys would like that very much. I mean, it would be nice to fix it, but I'll do that later before the next stream. Anyway, check it out! Check it out! Woo! Nice! Let's go to the top speed of this baby. We're quite a ways from Port Olisar right now because my driver crashed and I had to restart the live streaming software. So, I'm gonna bring it to a stop, not a complete stop, and we're gonna find exactly where Port Olisar is. Whoa, 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 whoa. We almost got it. There it is. Damn. You see that little tiny line over there? That's Port Olisar. That is where we want to be going off to. So, let's go back to the cockpit view. And let's reach max speed. We're probably going to fly past it, honestly. Ladies and gentlemen, let's open the Origin up. This is the special M50 edition. She can go really, really fast. We're going to be doing a flyby on Port Olisar. And that is Crusader that you see in the background. Anyway, we're going to be doing a flyby on Port Olisar, going at maximum speed, utilizing afterburners. Let's do this thing. Alright, we have 3, 2, 1. Max speed has been attained. Activating afterburner. Yeah, baby! Woo! Alright, this is gonna be nice. Yo, check this out. That is a beautiful flyby. Awesome! I'm actually surprised we're not passing out right now. We're going so fast. Okay, let's see if we can do a little turn here. Let's throttle back. Throttle back a little bit. Okay, yeah, that's a lot better. That's a lot better. There we go, there we go. Settle down, girl. And back in the cockpit view. And there is Port Olisar. Fantastic, we're not even that far from it. We'll be able to reach it in 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, about 10 seconds. I'm not going to be going full speed though, because I don't want to crash. Okay. You know what?
Scan
Let's go a little
initiated.
faster.
Warning, collision.
Woo! Nice! Almost instantaneously, we bumped up our speed from like 200 to 300, and then to 600 in like half of a second. How cool is that? Alright, let's go back in for a landing. Nice and easy.
Scan initiated.
I'd like to buzz the tower, but we'd probably crash. We don't want to crash right now.
Scan initiated.
Okay, slow her down. This thing slows way faster than most ships, by the way.
Scan initiated.
Whoa, whoa, my mouse is going crazy. Oh, boy. Whenever you see my mouse going crazy, it's the sensitivity, not the game. Oh, God. Oh, God. I got a Razer. I got a Razer mouse, and sometimes it gives me issues. Oh, Jesus Christ. I should say the software is what gives me issues. Not the mouse itself. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Approved.
Oh, my God. Stop! I wanted to throw my guts out. Ah, my guts just straight out of my mouth. Hurling at incredible speeds. Speeds higher than the Origin. I don't want to see what I ate for breakfast. I already saw it once. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Alert.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my life. This is me IRL.
Scan
Alright, are we
initiated.
done? Are we done? Jesus. You pay like $70 for a mouse and then this happens. Okay. We're done. Let's get to a landing platform. Oh my God. I'm gonna have an aneurysm, guys. I have so much editing to do after this live stream is done. If I wasn't having fun, I would be so pissed off right now.
Scan initiated.
Okay. Finally. Things are... Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ. Wait. Okay, we're good. Just stick straight. Straight. Auto land active. Thank you. Hands off the mouse. Hands off the mouse. Oh, thank you. Oh my God. You're my savior. Origin, I love you. I love you, Origin. Why did I do this live stream? 24 ships? Well, actually, more like 28 ships, I think. Total, we're gonna be flying. This is like live streamer hell. Yet I'm still having fun because I got like hundreds of... Actually, no, not even hundreds. I think like thousands of dollars worth of in-game ships right now. Okay. That was the Origin. We are not going to be flying any more Origins because something with a certain Origin texture, just like certain textures in Gears of War 4, were causing my NVIDIA drivers to crash my game. And, well, not crash my game. It crashes my streaming software. Just like last night I was trying to record some Gears of War 4, it was crashing my recording software because of texture issues with my latest driver. It is hell, let me tell you. So is the game good or not? Oh, this is what I was afraid of. Guys, please don't let any of these NVIDIA streaming issues... It has nothing to do with the game. Nothing whatsoever. Let's check out the Vanguard.
Selection confirmed.
B09.
Ship is currently being
This would have been
delivered
so
to
much
the
easier if I made it a video instead of a live stream. I am insane for doing this live. Absolutely insane. It would have been a cakewalk if I did it as a video, but I'm a streamer, first and foremost. Video maker, second most. How is the game running so smooth? GTX 1080, baby, and a really solid internet connection. So that kind of negates some of the problems that the servers have, like with netcode and stuff like that. Hello, Vanguard Warden. Look at those nose cannons. Oh my God. Bearing laser cannon, what is this? What is this? Tundra on the sides of the wings. Apocalypse Arms Revenant Ballistic Gatling. That's a fitting name for this thing, because this thing is deadly looking. Absolutely deadly. And then we got some missile ordnance underneath each wing. And this is actually a transformer in a way. It kind of transforms a little bit when you take off and land. On the top and side. It also has gunnery platforms at the top of the ship. It's got bunks. Don't know how many bunks. I think it's just got 2 bunks. Got a small little kitchen countertop area. And 1 seat for the pilot.
Landing
1 seat
request
for the gunner.
Approved.
Listen to this voice of the computer systems.
Danger. System overheating. Aegis combat assist. Activated. Systems green.
That is cool. Okay, check this out. Liftoff is successful. Let's get in the sunlight. And now let's exit landing mode. Wait, I think we already exited landing mode. Let me try that again. Yeah, there we go. Look at that! So whenever you take off and land, the wings extend or retract, and also the landing gear extends or retracts. And now let's take a look at this thing flying a little bit. This is a very pretty ship. Look at this thing. This is a looker, man. I like this I like the thrusters too. I look for a few things in a ship. I look for thrusters, I look for cargo capacity, and also ordnance. Ordnance is pretty important, but since that's being changed so often currently in game development, I focus on the other aspects a little more, because that is less likely to change than ordnance is. Still, I like the look of this thing quite a bit. In fact, if I didn't already have the Caterpillar, I would probably buy this over the Freelancer, and hey, we got another one in the sky. Awesome! Anyway, let's touch this thing back down. That's the turret at the top, by the way. It's a big one. This is a warship, if there ever was one. I mean, you can use this for mercantile purposes if you want, kind of, but it's... When you buy this ship, you buy it to blow other ships to hell and back. You buy this ship as a protector. You buy this ship as a pirate. You don't buy this ship as a mule.
Begin scan.
Okay, looks like we're just above a landing pad.
Landing gear deployed.
Yes, we are.
Landing
Awesome.
request
You
approved.
can't screw with me now, Razor. You can't screw with me now, Mr. Mouse. I lined it up manually, baby. Manually. I don't even have my finger on the mouse right now. My mouse can't screw up on me. It's foolproof.
Landing complete.
Excellent. This is just a whole bunch of eye candy is what this live stream is. Just a bunch of eye candy. 24 ships. 1 live stream. Can we go to the planet? Crusader? Oh, that's the planet that's right next to Olisar. We can't go to Crusader yet because that's coming in patch 3.0. 3.0 is the planet-side patch. There we go. Bit of a weird lighting glitch we just experienced. Anyway, 3.0 is the planetary landing patch, so that's what's going to allow us to actually go planet-side. Currently, that tech is definitely already at the developers' locations and development facilities. We've actually got a video demonstrating the planetary tech. So if you guys are curious as to what that's going to look like in Star Citizen, I'm going to have annotations in this video once this is a video and not a stream, but after this stream, I highly recommend you guys check out the thumbnail that's got a space form in it on my channel. It was uploaded within a week ago, I think like 4 or 5 days ago, maybe. Time flies, but it's really cool. Like, seriously cool.
For our guests' safety,
Let's go with Mustang
this
Omega.
station has been designated as an armistice zone. All weapons
Selection
Should have
confirmed.
saved this for the last ship that we check out.
Ship is currently being
Too late
delivered
now.
to the launch platform.
Anyway, yeah, that video breaks down a 2.5-hour live stream into a 15-minute video where I go over all the planetary tech, all the basics, what missions on planets are going to look like, or at least one type of mission, what that's going to look like. There's some fighting, ground fighting. There is a Mako, little tiny planet-side rover that we can check out, and also a Dragonfly. which is basically a space dirt bike that you can use in space or planetside. We've got dynamic weather effects in that video, and also, obviously, a planetary landing. And this is the Mustang Omega. So the Mustang is going to be a lot of people's starter ship once this game is released and people just, buy the base game. This is probably the ship they're going to start out in. There's a few different starter ships. This is one of them, and I like it. I don't know what starter ship I'm going to choose, although I may not need to choose it because, I've already got the Caterpillar. I guess I could just use that thing. But it's a good all-arounder. It's a good snub fighter. And it can even hold its own against, if you're a good pilot, it can hold its own against like an Avenger or even a Saber.
System failure imminent. Landing complete.
We're off to a good start. Systems failure imminent.
Launch
That's
complete.
what I like to hear. This thing is basic, so it doesn't transform or anything like that, but there's no better way to explore the frontier durably and cheaply. This, you could say, is the backbone of space when you think about it. But we've used this thing in plenty of live streams, so there's not really much to see here that we haven't already shown. It's gorgeous, it's simple, and it's beautiful in its simplicity. Alright, let's land this thing. Actually, let's land this thing in third person. Let's make it look really cool. We haven't done one of these angles before. Hey! There's a destroyed Avenger just behind us. Autoland initiated. Yeah, I guess that's actually kind of true. Technically, your EVA suit is a space vehicle you start out with because you got thrusters on it. You can technically navigate space in your EVA suit. Luckily, it doesn't require gas. That would suck. Oh man, imagine running out of thruster fuel, like, I don't know, a couple of yards away from your ship. How are you gonna get to your ship? How are you gonna propel yourself forward if you literally, like, that's where you went at a dead stop. You ran out of thruster fuel, you propelled yourself for a little while, but eventually came to a dead stop this far out. Nothing to grab onto, nothing to push yourself off of. Damn, man. And the pistol that you got is just a little tiny laser pistol. That's not going to propel you forward or backward. Surely there's some type of a backup system with EVA suits that prevents that from happening. Or at least a comm system to call in for help. Unless, let's say you were helping out a distress beacon, right? You get out of your ship, you run out of EVA fuel on the way back to your ship after you realize that it was a trap. It's a trap! And they've got jammers, because it was a trap. It's pirates that set up the trap. They got jammers preventing you from calling out. So they've got free reign of you and free reign of your ship. If they wanted to, they could just leave you there and you can just die. Die of hunger, die of thirst. Maybe your oxygen would run out.
For our guests' safety,
Merlin's pretty sweet. But let's look at,
all weapons are currently disabled.
let's look at the Starfarer. I mean, Reliant Core. We already looked at the Starfarer. As much as I like it, we're not going to look at it again. Wait a second, where's the Reliant? It already spawned. Great. I thought I might have exited too quickly, but this ship is an interesting ship. It's one of the newest ships in the game. And next to the Argo, it was the latest ship added to the game. It's a bit of a B-Wing. If you don't know what a B-Wing is, it's from Star Wars. It's basically one large wing of a ship that's able to transform itself after it takes off into a much more agile form of itself. Just like this ship can. It's just one big wing that's able to be a horizontal wing or a vertical wing, depending if it's landing or if it's flying. And it really is just one big wing. This is the first variant of the Reliant. It's the core variant, and it's got enormous cargo capacity when you think about its size. It's also pretty slick. It's agile. It's got decent guns. It's not the only variant there's going to be. There's going to be more variants added within 6 months, I believe. They're already working on them, obviously. But I like this thing. Probably because I'm a huge Star Wars fan. But even if I wasn't, I would still like it. It's unique. It's especially unique in the fact that it's a two-pilot vessel. You wouldn't think that it is, just from the outside visuals, but to be fully effective, you really want two people in this thing.
Systems on.
Alright, you ready for this? I left the back open on purpose because it looks kind of cool. Anyone believe that? I actually did, though. Even though you guys totally aren't going to believe it because I said that just now. I'm screwed both ways. Anywho, this is the Mustang Reliant core. And we haven't transformed it yet, but we were about to. We're just getting a good angle on it. Alright, that's pretty good. So check it out. Ha ha! Woo! Yo, watch this. Watch the seats inside. Check this out. That's fun. That's really fun. And look at the back. Sounds cool too. Sounds like a transformer. I like this ship a lot. Aesthetically and to its intended function and purpose. I think it's a very useful vessel. Let's get a bit of a bird's eye view of this. Kind of looks alien. That is nice. Very, very nice. Let's fly around a little bit. Let's go to another strut. So this is what it looks like when she's flying. She's very pretty. She's very, very graceful, very elegant. And she looks even cooler when she's landing. Alright, let's request landing. Actually, you know what? Let's go to the other strut. Fly this thing a little more. Look at that. Just look at it. Look at it. Some people might think this is ugly as sin, just like the B-Wing. Oh man, some people think the B-Wing is the ugliest thing ever, but I think it's awesome. It's one of my favorite ships just because it's so unique. You don't really see a lot of ships like the B-Wing in any universe. Whether it be Star Wars or Star Trek or anything. Okay, I think this is good for landing. Yep. Auto land engaged. We're getting a few lighting glitches, sadly, but it makes the smoke look badass. I almost prefer it this dark. Now, in the future, it will get this dark at certain times of day, because that's when the sun is going to be behind that planet, Crusader. Obviously, if the sun is, you know, not behind the planet, if the rotation is just right, it's going to be daylight like it is right now. Anyway, this is what the cockpit looks like. It's very interesting. If I had to describe this ship in one word, it would be love. But if I had to pick another word, it would be interesting. Damn. Nice, nice, nice. Let's get back in. Wait, what is that? Oh, it's a Hornet. I was thinking about just stealing somebody else's ship, showing it off to you guys. Kind of a dick move, but since it's the Hornet, I'm gonna be a nice guy. And I'm gonna leave it to him. This is actually really handy. Someone's leaving this airlock as I'm about to enter. Somebody was entering as I was about to enter, actually, so... This one actually opened just a few seconds before I arrived. Oh, there he is. Oh, he was gonna leave. I see. I came at the, like, extreme wrong time. He had just opened to get in. I thought he was leaving it, so I made him waste his time. First he had to get in there, and then as he was trying to open the door to leave, I blocked him from doing so. Alright, what else we got here? Already checked out the Mustang, already checked out the Cutlass, already checked out Gemworks, we got the Aurora. Alright, I'm gonna go with the Aurora LX. I believe the LX is the luxury version. The Aurora is another starter ship. It's an all-arounder. A lot of people love it. My girlfriend has it. She loves it. It can be used to many different purposes, like any ship in the game, for the most part. It can be used for cargo. It can be used for exploring the stars, because you got a bed in it. It's really comfy. I don't know if you guys have ever thought about this stuff, but I'm a big fan of space. I'm a big fan of sci-fi. And growing up, I would lay in bed and I would close my eyes and pretend that I was, I don't know, in the cargo hold of my spaceship. A small ship. Maybe not X-Wing small, but Freelancer small. Smaller than Milano. Probably about this size. And I was just docked, planted on the side of an asteroid. Hidden enough where people wouldn't be able to pick me up on scanners or anything like that. Enough interference with the asteroid belt where they wouldn't be able to detect me. And I just get some sleep. Get some sleep in my little spaceship. It's very cozy to pretend that. But maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm the only one that does that kind of thing. Anyway, this Aurora really brings me back to those days. I mean, I still pretend that I'm in a spaceship, honestly, but it's the perfect type of ship for that, because look at this little bed. Or get back out. Damn. Hold on. Get back in. There we are. Alright. Close the door. Ah, shit. I feel like I'm playing some game of Duck Duck Goose, but with a spaceship. Okay. The door. Wait. Oh, shit. Little glitchy. Anyway, this is the luxury variant, and it looks so sweet. I can't show you the paint job until I'm inside of it, though! I can show you a little bit of the paint job, but not all of it. Alright, I'm gonna stop closing the door, and I'm just gonna go in my little bunk. I'm just gonna go in bed. Oh god, I opened the other door. How's my aim? Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Let me try that one more time. If I don't get it in... Okay, that sounded weird. Let me try one more time to hop in bed, and then if I don't get in bed, I'm gonna get in the cockpit, and we're gonna check out the ship, and we're gonna move on. Is that another ship in front of me? No, that's just the strut support. I'll start rotating. Alright, let me crouch down, and get nice and close to the bed, and see if I can... Oh, thank God. So, there's something really cool about the bed in the back of the Aurora. And the cool thing is, you got a skylight. Look at this. And your skylight is the actual sky. You get to look up at the stars while you sleep. It's a nice touch. I wouldn't have even thought of that. Some really talented people working on this game. Really talented artists, especially. You also got theater lighting. In case you get up in the middle of the night, you can find your seat. Look at that. Cute. Something else that's cool is it's a small ship. It's a basic ship. It's going to be the starter for a lot of people, so it doesn't have fancy features like a spin around seat. The seat doesn't spin around to you. You gotta shove your big butt in between the seat and the ship. And it's not exactly easy to squeeze between it sometimes. That's strange. There was no voice to welcome me. Alright, let's take off. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Aurora LX. A gorgeous variant with some really nice understated painting going on. We got some light burgundy. We have some deep navy blue, I'm going to say that is. And some gray. And it's a good looking ship. It has some weapon systems as well. This is not the cargo variant. There is a cargo variant. And we have some missiles. We have missiles, we have lasers. We can protect ourselves if we need to. A lot of people actually quite enjoy using the Aurora as their main ship. There's a lot of people that actually own more expensive ships and bigger ships, but they prefer this one just because of the ease, just because of the accessibility of it. And that's definitely a big drawing point for me, for ships like this. I like an easily accessible vessel. I like a basic vessel, you know? Sometimes life is too complicated to mess with a complicated ship. Sometimes, amidst the complexity of life, you just need something basic, something to get the job done. A shovel, if you will. The shovel of ships, the Nokia phone of ships. Anyway, say goodbye to the Aurora. Going to another one. That and the Mustang are some of the starter ships you're going to be seeing. Yes, and there is an incredible amount of things paid attention to. Immersion, to in-universe lore. Hell, even animations. There's a lot of animations in this game. Now, thanks to the server-side netcode, they're not exactly smooth, but that's just the server-side netcode. It's kind of meant to be this way in a way. What I'm saying is, it's not this way by mistake. They understand that it's this way, but by my playing this game right now, I'm actually a part of the development process. Because this game isn't released. If I wanted to, I could just not play the game until it releases. And then it would be like a regular thing, you know? I could just close my eyes and act like this game doesn't exist until it releases. Which is what that's what most games are like, you know? We didn't even know about Fallout until 6 months before release. But as a result of not knowing about Fallout until 6 months before release, there's a lot of things in Fallout 4 that fans of the series don't like, because fans had no say whatsoever in the development of the game. Whereas fans of Star Citizen have all the same in the development of this game. Holy crap, it's dark out. I look outside and it's dark already. And this is the P-52 Merlin. So the Merlin's a snub fighter that doesn't have a jump drive. I can't get anywhere, like literally. I can't leave Crusader, I can't go to another system, I can't even go to a Comrade. I would need to dock inside of the Andromeda for that, because the Merlin is a snub fighter. It's meant to be used in conjunction with the Andromeda. Let's say the Andromeda can't get through an asteroid field properly. Let's say it can't navigate because of its size. All you have to do is hop in the Merlin and utilize this tiny little thing to navigate for you. And it is premium as hell. Check this out. This is like if Bond was in space. This is ridiculous. This is so luxurious. And takeoff is complete. Exit landing mode. Gorgeous. Look at that. Let me exit this area, because this has got a lot of lighting glitches in this area. Which is strange, because this is the first time I've ever seen these lighting glitches. And that's not hyperbole. I'm actually serious. I've never seen these lighting glitches before in this game. It's just my luck that when I have the most difficult Star Citizen stream I could possibly stream, I have all these other issues along with my driver issues in my graphics card. Anyway, check it out. It's very reflective, so it's not exactly stealth, but it's got beautiful xenon lights. Which I guess is part of what makes me think it looks so premium, because premium cars got those special lights nowadays. Although you don't have to be too premium to get those lights nowadays. About $27,000 will get you a car with lights like that now. But there was a time when it was very special and very difficult to find. This is the P-52 Merlin. Let's take it in for a landing. Okay. I'm going to a bit of a top-down view, and we're going to go to Struts 1. That should be a good place. I'm going to take it in nice and slow, because what? 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 Yes, submit a crash report. Damn it. Well, that's the Merlin. Let's go to another one. The launcher's still up. Launcher's still up. Good. Should close that one. That one's dead. Anyway, yeah, that was the Merlin. It's a snub fighter. It's not the only snub fighter. We also got the Dragonfly, which is technically a snub fighter. It's kind of similar to the Merlin, except the Dragonfly isn't a spaceship like the Merlin is. The Merlin can go faster. You're not exposed in the Merlin, but it's not as stylish as the Dragonfly in some ways. It's more stylish in other ways. Is he whizzy? I don't know about that, man. I think that's an interesting thought, though. May want to see a therapist about that. I'm just kidding. Oh my god, Bugatti ship in Elysium. I liked Elysium. I mean, it's not District 9, but I thought it was fun. I thought it was alright. Yeah, that would have been a really cool ship to have in Star Citizen, though. We'll probably get something like that. I mean, these are just a few ships. The 24 families of ships. Keep in mind, when I say 24 ships are in the game, those 24 families. We got 39 total. Give me a sec. I'm getting some more water. But, yeah. Just in time. I wonder if someone's name, out of the 6+ billion people on this planet, is Justin, first name, last name, time. Just in time. Oh, that would be wonderful. Hey, wow. Oh my god, this is smooth. Holy crap. Alright, so I have a 144 hertz monitor. People say, you can't see more than 60 frames per second. That is a goddamn lie. That is factually 100% inaccurate. Anyway, I've got a 144 hertz monitor, and I am getting frame rates well over 60 right now. That's going to change as soon as I step out this door, I assume. Nope, still more than 60, definitely. Oh my god. This is a little glimpse of the future for me. And it's good. I dream one day to play this game 144 frames per second, baby. It's still okay now. Wait, okay, now it's back to normal. Now it's like 50 to 60.
Please press the screen to continue.
Oh, what do we got? What do we got? Someone knew a guy named Just in Case. Really?
Please be considerate and avoid obstructing.
Alex Vanduul says I knew a guy named Just in Case. Are you serious? That's so cool. I almost wish my name was Gimmick, but I also wish, or I'm glad that it's not. Alright, what are we missing here? We've checked out these. We checked out the Andromeda. We've checked out the Aurora, the Jump Works, Reliant Core, Merlin, Freelancer, Cutlass, Mustang, MPUV, Hornets. I don't believe we've checked out the Gladiator yet. Or was it the Gladiator we checked out? The Gladiator, the Vanguard, the Warden, all of those I get mixed up. I get them all mixed up. I really do. I'm terrible with names. I don't know why. It's a thing. Some people are just horrible with names. Now, I can remember T-51 blasters. You know, I can remember A280C blasters. But you give me names, I'm gonna have a problem. Let's just look out the window and see if it looks familiar. I think we're good. We already checked out the Starfarer. That's actually the first ship we checked out. We really blew our load on that one. We should have kept the hype of the largest ship in the game for the last. Hey, someone else has got a GTX 1080. I guess someone said, hey, I'm getting 60 FPS, and someone was like, bullshit, man. No one gets 60 FPS. And then he was like, 1080. Oh, I had no idea. Please carry on with your 1080-ness. Damn. This looks like an Apache with wings. Big-ass wings. Space Apache. Yo, it's a Space Apache. We got ourselves a Space Apache. Oh my God, Jesus. That is the Starfarer. Jesus Christ. That's enormous. That's not just a Starfarer, by the way. That's the Gemini variant. That's the militaristic variant. Can you see your fleets? Yeah, actually, if I was in a hangar right now, I could... You can populate your hangar with... I'm not sure exactly how many crafts, exactly, but obviously, if we could populate a hangar with 39 crafts, that would be a lot. So, maybe not 39, but you can definitely put a bunch of ships to be, like, consistently visible in your hangar. What the heck? How do I get up this thing? This is my first time with this particular vessel, as with a lot of these vessels. Obviously, I don't own 39 ships in Star Citizen. I haven't backed the game 39 times. I'm guessing it's back here, but I'm just not seeing anything. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is at the nose. But I'm not seeing anything over here either. Wait, is this mine? Yeah, this is mine. Anvil Gladiator. That's the one. I must be missing something. Maybe it's the sides. Yeah, you can see your feet. It's one of those games. Do you guys check when you can see your feet in video games too? That's oh, there we go, there we go. Wait. There it is. Wait, what? I am become one with the ship. I am transport beyond barricades of physics into the ship. It's a goddamn elevator. It's a goddamn elevator to fighter spaceship.
Anvil Aerospace. All systems online.
Classic Anvil computer voice. It's like a welcome home. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Also, your ships have lights on the front. You've probably already noticed that. But just in case you hadn't. This is like a Mega Hornet. Actually, it looks exactly like a Mega Hornet because that's what it is. I don't know if you guys were here earlier or if you already know what a Hornet is, but yeah. Yeah, this is a fat-ass Hornet on steroids, and I love it. Man, I'm in love. Look at this. This is ridiculous. Oh my God, this is big. This is a big one.
Scanning.
Those missiles. Alright, so this thing has a hell of a lot of ordnance. Let's go ahead and disengage landing mode. Yeah. Now that's nice. Here, check this out. Let me zoom in a little bit.
Landing.
Oh yeah, baby. Damn, that's sexy. So, I like cars. Some cars quite a bit, but I was never like the biggest fan of cars like some people are. However, I now totally get some people's obsession with cars, because I've got an obsession like that with... Who the hell was that? Was someone on top of my ship? Jesus, we have bodies flying everywhere. Anyway, I am obsessed with spaceships in Star Wars, and now I'm officially obsessed with spaceships in Star Citizen. Let's get another angle of this. Look at this. It's like a Hornet and a Pelican combined. It's got that nice deep goal, you know, on the bottom. It's thick. This ship is thicker than a bowl of oatmeal, and I love it, man. All right, let's open her up a little bit. Let's get back to Port Olisar. Hello there. I love it when ships do a flyby, as long as they don't crash into me. Then I don't love it so much, but... Okay. Let's come in a little slower, we're almost there. Hello, Gemini. As you can see, the ship that we're in is pretty damn big. Because you know how big the Gemini is, we show that off at the beginning of this live stream, but it's actually pretty sizable compared to even the Starfarer Gemini. Which is a ginormous ship in its own right. Let's request a landing, and there is a Vanduul alien craft. I believe that is the Glaive. Yeah, that's definitely the Glaive. Permission to land granted. Coming in for a nice and smooth docking via autopilot. Looks like little boots. This ship has little boots. Good landing. I'm curious to see how we got out of this thing. Is it really a space elevator? Ah, I went back to first person. You tease! Let's take the chat room away. It's covering up a lot of the game. Yeah, it's a space elevator. Oh my god. How cool is that? Technically, it's more of a ship elevator because a space elevator is something that like goes from Earth to space, which I think is gonna be in Rogue One in a way. I got a big theory on what is on Scarif in Rogue One. I made a video on it if you guys want to check it out. It's the latest trailer that I broke down, the final Rogue One trailer. But anyway, what do we have next? I think we have a big ship coming up next. I think we have Saber. Like I said, I get all these mixed up because they're all similar in the fact that they're all military. It's not like one is a merchant ship. None of these are mercantile. Vanguard Warden. Have we these right here. Gladius, Retaliator, Saber. Really Aegis ships. And this one Anvil ship. I get them all mixed up. Let's try the Saber.
Selection confirmed. Your ship is currently being delivered to the launch platform.
Please have a window. Alright, let's look at that through the window. Yes. No, wait. No, I don't believe we checked out the safe. Wait, yes. I think we have actually. Yes. What haven't we checked out? Maybe the Gladius.
Welcome to the Port Olisar ship deck. Please press the screen to continue.
Or the Vanguard? Oh, cool. Lands in the same place. Oh, we got both of them. I think we got both of them anyway. Yeah, let's check this thing out. Gladius. I do like the look of this Gladius. I should learn these militaristic ships. So I wasn't focusing on being necessarily a fighter pilot in the game. I was focusing on business, making money for our organization. Which is why I had the Andromeda instead of something like the Gladius, instead of something like, how the hell are you out of uniform, man? You're not in your spacesuit, what the hell? You're in runner shorts and a baseball cap. I'm in a Yeezy. I'm in a spacesuit. Hey, props, man. You got lungs of steel. Lungs of steel. Oh, you getting down? Yeah. Yeah, this is how we talk to our people, right? On all fours. Maybe some aliens do talk like that. You know, they get on all fours, they move, flip around on their back. That's the alien word for peace among worlds, right? That actually looks really weird. Looks like he's breakdancing on his butt while not moving anything. Yeah, we're already past the Origin stuff. We had a lot of fun with that Origin M50. Sadly, oh, we already checked this one out. Gladius, already done. Saber is the one we hadn't checked out. I got the Saber mixed up with the Gladius because when we were in the Saber, we were looking at a Gladius, but that was a Gladius next to us. It wasn't our Gladius. It was a completely separate Gladius than that. I mean, it was a completely separate Saber, not our Glad... My mind is a pretzel! We were in the Gladius, we looked at the Saber, and that's how I got it confused. I was oogling. I was ogling. And I was cheating on my Gladius with my eyes. Alright, Mr. Saber. Oh, damn it! Cancel that. I already called in a Gladius. I mean Gladiator. Wait, is there a Gladiator and a Gladius? Game froze. Welcome to the end of the stream, where my mind is frayed. We've endured countless bugs and glitches, but we still endure because these are some really awesome looking ships, and I'm having fun.
Unfortunately,
Thank you.
System is unable to access that ship at this time.
You're unable to access it because it's already outside. Wait, oh, there's a Gladius and a Gladiator. Gladiator is the Hornet-looking one. Gladius is the one that's outside right now. So we've got the Retaliator and the Saber. The Saber, I believe we haven't seen. The Retaliator, we have. Take your time, computer systems. Take your time. It's computing. Thinking about where it put my Saber. To be fair, though, it's kind of a difficult thing to manage for Port Olisar. Port Olisar has to manage countless people that own 39 ships. Literally everybody.
Unfortunately, our automated system is unable to access that ship at this time.
That's weird.
We apologize.
It's not even telling me that it's full. It just can't access
try
it.
again later, or select a different ship.
Does later mean 5 seconds? Later doesn't mean 5 seconds. The computer's gonna get pissed at me. Let's go to another strut. I'm guessing what's happening here is that all the struts are currently full, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop in a ship, anybody's ship, doesn't matter whose. Anyone outside? Yes! Actually, I think we have a Saber. It's not our Saber, it's somebody else's Saber, but who cares? Somebody's flying a Gladius right now. Weird, man. Yes, I think someone's flying it. I heard some thrusters. Alright, so that is basically the Omega Hornet on steroids. We just flew it. I love it. And this is the Saber, if I'm correct. Did I forget your name again? This is Mr. I don't know your name. But that's because I don't own you. This is someone else's.
Launch complete. Landing complete. Launch complete.
Yeah, we've already seen this one. I recognize the thrusters. Still, we needed it to get to another platform. Where is that platform anyway? Yeah, this one's definitely full up on most of the large landing pads. So, what? Why did I just see someone half naked fly out of my ship? Technically, this isn't my ship, so maybe that was his ship. Uh-oh. Now he's dead. In the vacuum of space. Holy crap, that looked cool. Oh, man! Yo, we gotta do that again. Did you see that? Yo, check this out, Watch this, watch this. Holy crap. Alright, that is awesome. That is thoroughly and completely awesome. I'm gonna do it again. Let me change my camera angle a little bit, make it a big sweep. Alright, here we go, thrusters engage. Holy crap. I love it! Alright, let's find a landing zone. We gotta slow down though, we're going way too fast here. Alright, I think our best bet would be D. Nobody is at D. D is completely safe for us. This thing is slick. It fits like a glove, honestly. It's maneuverable, it's fast, it's obviously got tons of ordnance. And it's an Aegis. Kind of like my Avenger. Beautiful. I love it. It was actually completely unexpected. I thought it would handle just like the Gladius or the Gladiator, for instance. It doesn't. Not at all. I need to take a closer look at some of these military vehicles that I haven't been paying attention to, because that thing really surprised me. I mean, look at these thrusters. Look at the thrusters on this thing. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4 Gatling cannons. I mean, it may not be the 6-barrel Gatling cannon, but 3-barrel Gatling cannons are definitely respectable. Unfortunately, we've already looked at all the multi-crew ships, but maybe at the very end of this live stream, we're gonna just get in a Starfarer and crash it somewhere. Maybe crash it on Port Olisar. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, when this live stream ends, we're getting a Starfarer, we're crashing at one of the struts of Port Olisar, preferably a strut that has a lot of ships on it, so we can see a big explosion. The only question is, do we do it in third person or first person? If we do it in third person, we get all kinds of eye candy, all kinds of pretty explosions, but if we do it in first person, it's a little more, I don't know, you just, your heart falls into your gut. Never underestimate that adrenaline.
Thank you for your assistance.
Alright, so I'm trying to figure out what we've looked at, and I'm just gonna go by Google Images. It'll be faster that way. 7:27. Damn, how long have we been streaming? I can't even see.
Encouraging travelers to save resources.
Star Citizen Retaliator. Oh, thank you, Google. Sometimes Google doesn't understand space or game words. It's like, I don't know that. That's not a real word. Obviously, Retaliator is, so that's good. Yeah, we've already done Retaliator. Star Citizen Vanguard Warden.
To prevent traffic, we ask that
And
all
as for the
arriving
Vanguard
pilots
Warden,
use designated
yes.
landing areas.
Yes, we have. That one kind of looks similar to the Saber. Star Citizen Vanguard Saber. Shit. Star Citizen Saber.
We kindly ask that guests exit airlocks as soon as it is safe to do so.
Damn it, Google crashed. I'm having so many issues with all technology today. It's ridiculous.
We advise guests.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
Caution upon exiting the Armistice Zone.
Nah, well, this isn't a free fly week. Is it a free fly weekend? It may be a free fly weekend on top of it, but I think from the Robert Space Industries tweet, at least the first tweet said that it was available for all backers, all the ships. It may be a free fly weekend, but I don't know if everybody has access to all the ships. I think only the backers have access to every single ship in the game. I could be wrong on that, but that's what I remember from their Twitter account. Star Citizen Saber.
Space may be lonely.
There we go. Thank you, Google. Yeah, that's the one that we were just inside of. The Saber and the Vanguard Warden, I kind of get mixed up because they looked somewhat similar. Star Citizen Gladius.
This station has been designated
think we got
as
all
an
these.
Armistice Zone. Tampering with weapon safety protocols.
Gladius maybe no. Yeah, actually I don't think we got the Gladius. I think we got one that looked like the Gladius, but we didn't get the Gladius. So that's it. Alright, we got the Gladius, and then we crash the biggest ship in the game into the biggest artificial construction in the game. Just double checking everything. We got all the MISC ships, we got all the Origin ships, Origin Jump Works, blah 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 da 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 da. Aurora done, Constellation done, Glaive done, Scythe done. Okay, Gladius, let's do this.
Selection confirmed.
Aside from my problem of remembering names, which is a serious problem, like, two of these ships look alike, and another pair of these ships look alike. There's like 4 ships where 2 of them look alike next to each other. They got kind of the same wingspans. They've kind of got the same air intake, and kind of the same cockpit shape. Just like we got, well, actually, I was gonna say just like you got 3 constellations, they all kind of look alike, but those are variants. These don't necessarily look alike. They look alike as in how fighters, like real-world fighter planes, look alike. Is this the one that we were just inside? Ah, crap. This is the one that we were just inside of. Wait! I thought I called the Gladius. I'm dying, guys. I'm dying. I haven't eaten in like 8 hours.
This is Crusader Security. We've got the situation handled.
What situation? Also, I wonder what... Wait. Oh, there's the Gladius. Okay, it was on the other strut. It's like I'm at a parking garage. Oh my god. I don't know if you guys have ever been to Disney. Well, there's parking garages as big as Disney's in other places, but still. At Disney and Universal Studios, they have these, like 5-story parking garages. And I usually write it down, but before the internet, well, before smartphones, it was a little difficult to actually jot notes down unless you carried a pen and pad around everywhere. Or I guess you could just write in your hand, but it would rub off by the time you got back. Anyway, I had a serious problem remembering exactly where I would park, or wherever the car would be parked. It was difficult. Luckily, I have a smartphone now. It's the age of smartphones, so you can just make a little virtual note. Makes the whole process a lot easier, but that kind of reminded me of days of getting lost at Disney and Universal Studios. There are worse places to get lost.
Aegis Combat Assist activated. Systems green.
I can't think of a more militaristic looking ship than this Aegis. Hell, it almost looks like... Okay, so if we didn't have the rest of the HUD, if you took the cockpit of the ship with the cockpit HUD and put it on a carrier, I would think it was a fighter plane. Obviously, this ain't a fighter plane. This ain't your grandma's fighter plane. This is a little different than that. Obviously, it's meant for combat, and we're just gonna take a nice little eye candy look at this thing. It's got a great head on it, great cockpit.
AP activated.
So what kind of landing gear it's got? That's interesting. It's actually got one big fat landing gear in the front. It's pretty cool, actually. Let's see what the thrusters looks like when you go really fast. All right, let's open her up. Whoa! Now that is hot. Like, literally. Damn, it looks sweet. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can actually go through the rings of Port Olisar. Let's see if we can thread the needle. Alright, we gotta regain control. We actually lost control. I don't know how. Wait, control is back. And we are now back in control of the Aegis. I am passing out, though. Just a little bit. Let's switch camera angles one more time. I'm actually encountering some errors and glitches right now. This is not supposed to be happening. I can't switch. There we go. Okay. So if you ever run into an error or a glitch with Star Citizen as far as your keyboard not responding, just hit escape, and hit escape one more time and you'll be good. The strange thing is, though, after changing cameras, I didn't click any keys, and it still malfunctioned a little bit. So it's not like there was an invisible HUD element or something, but wow. That's a nice looking afterburner. This vehicle is seriously reminiscent of, like, modern-day fighter planes. Needle has been thread. Let's get back to the port. We've got one more thing on our very long grocery list, which is now finally finished, and that is, of course, getting inside of the Starfarer, the largest ship in the game. The largest ship playable in the game, anyway, and crashing it into Port Olisar. Hopefully crashing into another ship that is at Port Olisar. Yeah, we're about to pass out. Did we die? Oh no, we just legit passed out. The G was too much. Actually, fun fact, to prevent that from happening in Star Fox, what they would do is they would cut the legs or the shins off of like Fox McCloud, Falco, Slippy Toad, Peppy Hair. They would cut their legs off and they would replace them with metal legs because apparently that really makes it difficult to pass out from G-force. I don't see how the R-Wings in Star Fox could go faster than this, but I guess they did. I can't stop passing out. I'm gonna commit suicide. Or maybe not. Are we good now? Okay, we stopped passing out. I feel like the worst thing you could do would be have a few stiff drinks and then decide to fly your extremely fast spaceship. Holy crap. Man, we are really far from the port. Still, shouldn't take too long if we go at max speed. We just gotta be careful not to use the afterburners because we don't want to pass out again.
Begin scan.
Unfortunately, it's impossible for a game like this to run on consoles, so you're never going to see it on PlayStation, you're never going to see it on Xbox.
Begin scan.
I'm sorry, it's just not possible. It's not going to happen.
Begin scan.
But you can build a gaming computer that will be able to run Star Citizen for a pretty cheap price. I would wait to do that, unless you just want a gaming computer now, but obviously technology is going to change by the time Star Citizen is released. It's going to be a few years. So if you're looking to build a computer just to play Star Citizen, you may want to wait until it's closer to launch. Because right now, it is still in development. Alright, let's start slowing it down. We're coming in hot.
Do not engage, pilot.
Begin
Leave
scan.
this to the professionals.
Copy that. Sounds like they're actually having some trouble. And I'm gonna have nothing to do with it.
Begin scan.
Okay. We could have gone a little slower, but I didn't want to take the time to do that. And this worked just fine. We're not that far up.
Landing gear deployed.
Is there another...
AP
You know what? This Gemini has been here for a long time. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to steal that Gemini instead of spawning another one, and we're going to crash it into Port Olisar.
Begin scan. Landing request approved. AP activated. In scan. Landing complete. Launch complete.
That looked pretty sweet. So do my gold boots, though. So, fun fact, actually. This Gladius is the same color as this Starfarer. They could honestly roam in the same pack. You could have a couple of those Gladiuses surrounding this Gemini, and it would look like they're part of the same militia group. They both got that olive drab military green. I think it's the exact same shade, by the way. I don't know how many varieties of paints there are in space. Oh, don't crush me, don't crush me. Oh, thank you. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the biggest ship that's flyable in Star Citizen at the moment. The Starfarer. It's an interesting ship to have as the first largest flyable ship in Star Citizen. The first ship that's like a serious, big multi-crew ship because, well, it's a refueling ship. It's a fuel storage / transport ship. And it is one hell of a ship, too. I like this thing. If I didn't already have the Caterpillar, I actually considered getting this. But I thought, what would be better for organization? The Caterpillar or the Starfarer? Okay. So the guy that owns this ship is actually inside of it right now. I think it's his ship anyway. Should I still crash it? Oh, that would be such a dick move. Let's see if he talks to me. Is he talking? He's not talking. Slimy Nipple's talking, but he's not. He's trying to come after me. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my god. Where is he? Where is he? I don't see him. I don't see him. Maybe he thinks this is my ship. Wait, there he is. Oh shit, there's multiple people in here. There's two. Maybe this isn't their ship either, you know? Maybe he ran away and hid because he thought it was my ship. We have two people on the ship aside from me, and I'm just gonna get to the pilots and I'm gonna crash this plane. Crashing this plane! We need some bodies in the wreckage alive, brother! Nobody's in the pilot seat. Should we do this? Everybody's saying, kill him. Do it. Do it. Kill them all. Do not hesitate. Show no mercy. I feel like such a dick. Oh god, here we go! Starfarer will be crashed soon. There is no escape for them now. They can't leave. I mean, they can, but they're not going to because they don't think I'm going to crash it. Of course, we are going to crash it. Wait, let me get to a better camera angle. There we are. And zoom out. This is good. This is good. I like this. Oh my god, we got another Starfarer. Woo! I would love it if they would leave the ship where I could actually see them. That would be so cool. Like that that little port right there. That would be nice. Alright, we've gone a decent distance out from Port Olisar. I'm gonna crash into this other Starfarer. Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be good. And there is the Starfarer. Okay. Let's line up our sights. Full speed ahead. Oh, damn, man! Oh, we broke the head off that other Starfarer! We broke it so hard it despawned because it was unsalvageable. Holy shit, how is Artis doing? Oh my god! Oh my god! We have Starfarer, killer of Starfarers. Does anything kill this thing? Holy shit. Yo, guys, I don't even want to break this thing. This thing is valuable, you know? It's not often that you find a ship that has this much gusto. A ship that's this damn tough. I should have said something cool before I crashed. I'll do that next time. It's always good to have a one-liner before you just do something really awesome. We'll say something cool. All I have to do is turn this thing around. This is a big old whale. This... Oh yeah, the shields! Yeah, the blue stuff that you saw before, just before the explosion. That was the enormous force being thrust upon the shields. All ships in Star Citizen have shields. Well, okay. All ships that are worth a damn have shields in Star Citizen. And we were able to penetrate their shields and just annihilate that ship. Alright, we don't have long. We have to see what platforms have ships landed on them. Okay. Right here. Here we go. Something cool! And there's my body! Ah, I'm a dead Yeezy! That was cool, man. We should have come in a little slower, though, because our camera kept moving when our ship stopped moving. If we went in a little slower, we may have... Oh, damn. You see where we are? You see what that tomfoolery did? See, the security force at Port Olisar knew exactly what I was doing. They saw me crash into the first Starfarer. They're willing to let that slide. Maybe I'm a ship pilot. You know? Maybe I'm not a Han Solo. But then I crashed again, and they hauled my limp body off to this crap hole. This place is this is hexagonal living facilities. All right. Otherwise known as Grim Hex, because this is for pirates, this is for outlaws, and it's very, very dangerous to live here. So that's why they shipped me off to this place, probably in a cargo container. I don't know. We woke up like we were kind of sore. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me for this enormous live stream of Star Citizen. We checked out all 24 families of flyable ships in the game, and then some. We checked out some variants. We had some crashes, and we had a good time. It was fun. At least I hope you guys had as fun of a time as I did. Obviously, there were some glitches, there were some errors in both the game and my graphics card drivers, but hopefully by the next stream of Star Citizen we don't have any of that stuff. And hell, hopefully our next stream doesn't have any glitches or errors or technical difficulties at all, because Battlefield 1 on Xbox and PC has some issues. We spent the first half of yesterday's Battlefield 1 live stream trying to get in a game of operations, and it was screwy. It didn't work. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me for this Star Citizen live stream. We stream almost every single day. I'm not sure if I'm going to be streaming tomorrow because honestly my voice is feeling a little strained from yesterday and today, but most likely we'll be streaming tomorrow. Probably. We stream almost every single day, and there's some serious action going on outside. Let's check it out. Let's check it out! Anyway, if you guys want to see more Star Citizen, more live streams in general, leave a like or subscribe, join our massive fan. We have a lot of fun here. We stream a big variety of games. Some space games like Battlefront, Star Citizen, hell, even Eve Valkyrie. As soon as I get my damn PSVR, which Walmart still has delivered. Worst pre-orders ever for Walmart. I hate them. They treat their employees like shit, and they can't even get a pre-order right. They guaranteed me delivery on the 13th, and it's still not here. It's still not here. Hell, there hasn't been an update for days now. Looks like the action's done. Someone was shooting at another ship, but they must have gotten the hell out of Dodge. Now, Grim Hex doesn't have an armistice, so I can take my gun out and shoot whoever I please. If somebody walked through that door, I could shoot them dead, and they could do the same to me. You can't trust this place. This place is a horrible place. Anyway, let's do some shoutouts. So thank you guys for joining me for this live stream adventure of Star Citizen. Now, once this live stream is finished, if you guys are just joining up now, I'm going to edit it as soon as it's finished, as soon as I can, and I'll edit all the crashes out, all the glitches out. So if you did miss most of the live stream, it'll be a cohesive video very soon. Alright, shoutouts starting now. If everybody in the chat room could do me a favor, if everybody watching could ask for shoutouts, you can spam it if you want. That would be great, because I'm going to give as many shoutouts as I can in 2 minutes. Let's do it. Oh, also, we got another video of Star Citizen that's a very important video on the planetary tech of this game, if you are still hungry for some Star Citizen after the end of this stream. But shout out to Nano Chavez, shout out to Ezekiel York, shout out to Mayu Neptune, King Fluffy, shout out to Mason, shout out to Benjamin Heller, shout out to Caleb Fawcett, shout out to Liam Taylor, shout out to Benjamin, shout out to Philip, shout out to the Sneaky Fox, shout out to Yanni Venho, shout out to Official Jad, shout out to Legend Minecraft, shout out to Timothy, shout out to ANS, Austin Cummings, shout out to T-Bird 267, and I unfortunately have to take away the game because I gotta pause the chat room, it's moving fast. Shout out to Dead Man Walking, shout out to Shadulous, Ghost Killer 1701, shout out to Official Jad, shout out to Grinnin' Grim, Sharad Johnson, Simple Henrik, shout out to Peter Jobson, shout out to Icefire 2341, shout out to Demon Cobra 127, Darth Revan, Supreme, shout out to Joseph Michael, Geo2 Vonnie 86, Captain Rex, shout out to Full Wax Jacket, shout out to Ghost 001, perfect Ghost 001. Thank you for modding, guys, I appreciate you. Shout out to Levins Never Die, Gangstas, Legends Never Die, and neither do Spartans. Shout out to Tino H, shout out to Thomas, shout out to Noah, shout out to, what else we got here? AM, shout out to Brian Tremblay, shout out to Redneck Knight, shout out to Joseph Yang, shout out to, I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm gonna move on. Wait, let me try it. Shout out to Oliver Ragonesi. I hope I'm pronounced that last name, Oliver. Shout out to Mr. Nike Fresh 808. Shout out to Pinhead Larry. Shout out to Croxer. Shout out to Dion Gurana. Let me try that one more time, Dion. Shout out to Dion Gurana. There we go. Shout out to Applesauce. Shout out to Stephen T. Shout out to Sam 1. Shout out to Casper Jacobson. Shout out to Izzy Wizzy. Shout out to Fishy 67 Chevelle. Damn, Izzy Wizzy and a lot of you guys have been with us since like the beginning of this stream. Damn. Now that is the 2-minute shout-out timer, but I'm going to do 10 more shout-outs. Shout out to Joshua Craggy, Kaiser 9230. Shout out to King PJ Happy, Fatman 89. Well, happy birthday, man. Jesus. It's somebody's birthday today. That's awesome. Happy birthday, Fat Man. Shout out to Jayhawk. Shout out to 6 of 1. Shout out to Officer Hoffman. Shout out to Paul Briggs. Shout out to Nathan Pogue. And we got one more shout out left. Shout out to Mr. Mayhem 58. Thank you for joining me for this live stream, guys. It's been awesome. Let me get this black box out of there. There we go. It's been awesome. I hope you guys join me for the next live stream. And until then, game massively. I'll see you guys soon. Take care.